Bashers, what was with that weird pause? We're a little late tonight, only because Oisín is doing his show late. He's doing the first Who Needs a Drink in many a week and many a month if you're Irish. And so, let him get his feet wet because he hasn't been doing it in a long time. And I know you guys are starved for it. So why the hell not? I was enjoying the show, actually. I was enjoying all the Highlander quotes and Susanna Hoffs and all those kind of trivia things. I was chiming on in with that stuff. And then talking about the soundtrack for Highlander, which is, of course, from my favorite band, which I kind of lament about saying that they're my favorite band now because they've just gotten so sell-outy. Regardless of the whole Adam Lambert extravaganza. He doesn't quite get the memo about what Queen were. He's more of a drag queen. And he likes to play dress up and feather boas and lots of makeup. He goes to RuPaul's School of You Better Work. And Freddie didn't do that. Freddie was cheeky, which is not something that Americans have inside their wheelhouse. Americans don't understand cheek, and he is, I believe, from California. Extraordinary vocalist. In a lot of ways, technically, he's a superior vocalist to Freddie Mercury. Sorry for saying that, but as a singer, I can tell who's technically, the guy is incredible. He's an incredible singer. However, I would never go see them with him because I don't want to go to a cabaret show. I don't want to see that at all. Anyway, let's see who got in there at number one. Panel Power coming back for you, and Gallery at number two. Wow, wowee. That's amazing. 2 Europeans so late. You're up late on a Friday night. Myself and herself heading home for this show. I'm great. You can't fucking wait. Well, here it is. Took a while. Half an hour. Okay, I can do a half. Good. I'm glad. Because, got to, he hasn't done Who Needs a Drink in a long time. Drinking my Dirkstein and Ushberg. I'm drinking my coffee from Dribby Dribby Doo in my Dirkstein and Ushberg glass. I've got a Gruner Veltliner wine. I'm going to spritz the crap out of that. And then when she gets on the show, we'll start talking about stuff. Don't forget to upvote. Please upvote if you can. Please upvote if you can. It makes a big difference. I know I watch a lot of YouTube programming. As a matter of fact, Dana was here for a day and a half. And she said guys in their 50s and 60s just watch YouTube as their main consumption of media. And she's right. That's really all I watch. I got rid of a lot of my subscriptions because I have such a short attention span now. I just want to watch exactly what I want. And I find exactly what I want on YouTube. So, yeah. I don't know. But I saw something on a show the other day where people like upvote, subscribe, and leave a comment. And never really was like part of my thing. But please upvote and subscribe if you can. It's a great show. Oisín O'Malley's going to be on in a couple of minutes, and it should get spicy and fun. Happy Friday Eve, Dirk and the Bashers. It's the purple one. Big hearts for the purple one. I will watch the replay as I have an early start tomorrow. Have a great early start tomorrow, beautiful. Take care and stay cool, everyone. It's hot. It's hotter than hell, people. Bambo Dundee, how are you, buddy? Looking forward to Gavesh. Thank you for the kind words on Oisín show. I saw that. Thank you very, very much. You're very sweet. Kevin Landon, I have informed delivery for the mail, and it said your card was coming today, and my mailbox was empty. So probably tomorrow. But thank you very much for that. I saw that he addressed a birthday card to Paul, whose birthday was a couple of days ago. Thank you, Kevin Landon, the Irish one, everyone. End of the week OT continues to go well as all indications are good. Yes. One of the parking valets even noticed how much better I'm moving and looking. We love it. The best thing was that my main therapist appreciated all the research I did for her married last name. I'll tell you what I came up with today, too. She is Irish and married into an Eastern European family. I found info of 1700s forward. So today I went to a funeral home. Dirk, why are you going to funeral homes? Well, I went to a funeral home in my neighborhood to take care of Rose's final wishes because while she's well and she's fine. I have, been in charge of her everything for years now. But the one hole in my story was that if something happened to her, I wouldn't have the ability to make sure to see it through. So I did a lot of research and found out that I need to go to a funeral home and create what's known as a pre-need. And that's exactly what I have done. I created a pre-need, and there's an Irish, I'm not going to say their name, but the guy had a very Irish name and he looked very, very Irish. And it turns out he was, but he had no idea where his family was from in Ireland. No idea at all. And I said, well, it's pretty easy. And then it turns out that it was his great great grandfather, so many generations back, that immigrated to the United States. And that where he was born had a fire. So it was in somewhere in originally not in New York City. Whatever hospital or municipal building burnt down, so they lost all the records. And I said, there's still ways to figure that out. But Kevin Landon, you're amazing. Maybe we'll talk about it. Maybe you could figure that out. I'll give you all the info. Because I said, I think my sister's good at that. Maybe she could help. 12 o'clock, you can off. Well. Oh, look who's here, Jeremiah. Gee whiz, look, 2 lost raiders coming out of the desert. Will they find an oasis? Well, we found it today because you are here. Melly C, we are melting here too. I can't believe the weather over there. It's just absolutely insane. It's been hot here, but you guys are getting murdered over there. The thumbnail reminds me of the On the Road films. Yeah, that's what I inspired it. Bing Crosby and Bob Hope, baby. Tracy Farris is here. Ladies of the Bash. This is for you too, Jer, of course. What a week. Whew, hot as hell, people. You need something to cool you off. There's got to be some people out there that like tequila. Upvoted. I'll catch up tomorrow, Martin and beautiful Bronson. Hey, Bronson. Hey, Bronson. Hey, M. It's at M. Upvoted. Please upvote if you can. Thank you so much. Great to have you here live on the show. And even people who know nothing know that Freddie is special. You know, Adam Lambert is like, he's one of those guys that, I've heard all his solo music and it's this just odious kind of banal dance pop. And that guy, when he sings Freddie Mercury songs, I mean, you get to hear what a great voice this guy has. He's incredible. I followed him on Idol. I wanted him to win. He did that amazing version of is it a Tears for Fears song? I forget what song it was he did. And it was the best version I ever saw. He did a great version of Believe by Cher, and he brought it down. He's a great singer, but his taste in music is drag queen. It's just drag queen. And listen, when I was young, me and my friends would go to all those famous Boy Bar and all the St. Mark's Place places and see we saw RuPaul. I've told you this already. We knew RuPaul before she was anybody, and all Perfidia, all the Miss Guy, all those people, and it was fun, and it was like counterculture. Now it's not counterculture. Now it's just Main Street USA. It's like Disneyland. And it's like everybody's in drag, and he just overdoes it with the platforms and the capes and the false eyelashes and the glamoury lipstick. Freddie wasn't that. He wasn't a drag queen. There's a big difference. And he thinks it's entertaining. I don't know. AI is the best and the worst thing that's ever hit YouTube. It is. Listen, I use AI for all the thumbnails. I use ChatGPT for a lot of shit in my life. But the second I hear an AI narration, back in the days when the On the Road films with Bing Crosby, I instantly turn it off because they're going to mispronounce everybody's names. Cities are going to be named. They were living in Cairo. Unless you're talking about Cairo, New York, which is a load of crap, Rufus, where you been, Rufus? Where you been? I'm going to send you. Why is that not doing stuff? Where's the balloons? There they are. Where you been, Rufus? It's the professor recovering from surgery, feeling rough, but it should all be okay. Good night to all. I need more information. You text me right away. I had no idea, Professor. What the hell? I don't like the sound of that at all. Let's give you a big get well soon. Get well soon. What do we have for you? Oh, the heal. We could give you some healing. I don't like the sound of that. Thank you for the super chat, but you rest up, my buddy. Don't want to hear that. Many times finding something via research is not always where to look and how to look. Yeah, especially now. I know ancestry.com is owned by it's the Mormons, right? It's the Church of Latter-day Saints. They own all those records. And that's great if you're an American, but if you're not an American, you need to go across the pond. That's why who do you think you are and finding your roots, those are a little bit more thorough. And there's a great way to look up things is the census, as opposed to just going through birth records. It's very, very difficult. All four of my grandparents are from Ireland, so it's not like we did not know where. We knew everybody. Very, very little that we didn't know. We're all on 23andMe because I don't care who has my DNA. And everybody's like, I don't want them to have all my information. They have it already. Don't worry about it. I'm not planning on any kind of serial murders, so they're going to instantly know where it's Dirk Kennedy. So I'm not worried about that kind of stuff at all. But my sister is very, very tenacious, and she is very thorough, and she loves genealogy, as does my brother. My oldest sister and I, we like it, but it's not a passion. It's definitely a passion for those two. And my sister's really, really good at getting to the nitty gritty of stuff. So there's ways around it. Anyway, this guy was lovely. And I got her preemie done today. And just so I have all my bases covered for it's not the ifs, it's the whens when you're almost 90 years old, right? I mean, I hope she lasts forever and ever and ever. And, hope she wants to move to Italy because that's what's going to have to happen. I mean, there's no other alternative. And I even told them that. I said, this might all be moot. If 5 years or whenever that, earlier than that. But, I mean, I can't, we're family. We're a chosen family. So that's all you can do. So, yeah. Feel better. Tracy Farrar says to the professor, you got to send me. Oh, you did. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm not going to tell everybody what you said, but okay. Get better soon, buddy. Yes, that sounds very promising and very common, and we love you, man, and we hope you get better because we need you back in the fight. So, okay, thank you for letting me know. Okay, I'm glad it wasn't. I mean, you never know when you need surgery. Look, I had to get it. I'm not getting this one. My knee feels like it didn't happen. Listen, the way knees work. Vambo Dundee, 2 pounds. Shout out to my brand new. Congrats on Ewan. Ewan, look at that. Oh my God, how wonderful. Congratulations. Congratulations to you and your new. Is it your first grandson? Congratulations. God bless. That's so wonderful, Vambo. We're so happy to hear it. Thank you so much. You so deserve it. You're such a beautiful human being. Thank you for being so kind. Listen, something I stress on this show, and I've seen some commentary elsewhere from one particular person, and be nicer. Be nicer. If you're not involved, don't get involved. It's that simple. If it's not your fight, don't pick one. It's not necessary. It's all fun to come on these shows because we all do. Sometimes people have a lot of fun at other people's expense because of things we put out there. We put stuff out there. So you're asking for it. I get it in a way. But don't be cruel. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. It's not necessary. It's unnecessary. So you're one of the nicest people in this. The Bashers are just great folks. We all know that. I mean, I've gotten to know so many of you so well, and the birthday cards and mugs and watches and perfume and all kinds of kindness. I'm double fisted today. I've got the Timex Weekender. It's Snoopy in a camper van and the Milgauss. Where did I get that? From the Bashers 2 years ago. How did I get that? Couldn't get a Milgauss, especially like after losing my job and being like, how does that happen to a person who's been doing that professionally for 30 years, Because I wasn't a young, beautiful girl, and that's what they wanted. And then they hired one, and she didn't last. She was like, fuck this place. And she quit immediately. Whatever. Thank you so much. I owe you a big bang boom. Big bang, schmackamaga, blom, 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 blom. What did I do this one? Congratulations. Forgot to mention that Facebook is paying me again for some privacy violations via a class action lawsuit. What does that mean? They're paying you. Were you part of a class action lawsuit? I'm not the best Instagrammer in the world. Everybody knows that because you've seen I changed it from my name to the Bashers or Basherdirk or whatever the hell it is. I'm so shitty at it because I don't feel connected to it. Facebook I gave up on because of the politics. The politics got so crap. Everybody with their torches, and I didn't want anything to do with it. And I can't believe that more people don't get sued for the things that they say and are allowed to say it. I know that Twitter is nuts. Somebody told me that Twitter is now all pornography. And I was like, what does that mean? Twitter isn't a Twitter like a thing where you make a quote for the day and people respond to it. And then somebody said, no, there's like dirty pictures and videos. I'm like, on Twitter? Like I always thought of Twitter as just kind of like a, water cooler chat. Did you see last night's episode of Desperate Housewives? She's a trollop. Because I don't know. Second payment. What do you just sign up for every time somebody's a bad boy or girl on that? That's crazy. Hey, you can't sleep. It's way too hot. Do you not have air conditioning? Europeans, we have to talk about air conditioning. Now, I don't have air conditioning on right now. I had it on all day. So the room, I got it to Arctic levels because I like very cold rooms. I like to sleep in ice cold conditions. You can always put a blanket on and fall asleep. And I know that air conditioning is not very popular. We've discussed it vis-a-vis Italy. Italy now, everywhere you go, pretty much has air conditioning. It's everywhere. Yeah, it was in hotels and department stores and all those things. But now, when we go into people's homes, I see everybody has those. They're called Daikin. Here we usually get Mitsubishi, that they're like the ones that sit on the wall. I think that they have some kind of tubing that goes outside for condensation or whatever. But it's become far more popular. Now, England and Ireland are so far north that you would think that it's not economical, and it probably isn't to have any of those things installed because you really don't need it most of the time. But we're blowing up the whole earth. Look what happened yesterday. Now that I'm a science nerd. The earth's too hot. Why did we had a 7.9, a 7.5 in Venezuela. We had a 6.9 in Japan, and Northern California had a 5 point something. That's all on the same day. Now, if you chat GPT that, and I did, I asked, what's the real correlation between those things? And it said, while seismically, you cannot put a correlation between those seismic events, it certainly can be related to the core temperature of the crust of the earth and how we're doing damage to our world. We've not been here that long. The earth has been here for 5 billion years, give or take, give or take, the sun, 5 billion years. So we were a molten rock, something hit us and we created the moon and blah, blah, blah. We have ideas of how that all happened. But we've been, producing life for quite a long time, for dinosaurs and bugs and all kinds of bacteria and single cell organisms. And then eventually man, humans. And then what did the humans do? Start fucking the whole thing up. Because we fuck everything up. Because we're the top of the food chain. We need to not be the top of the food chain. We need that alien ship. Disclosure Day is doing very, very bad business. I've not been to the theater to see it. I said I was going to a theater to see it, and I still want to. If I could find and the ability to find that 2.5 hours to go to a movie theater and do it and not have to worry about what's going on at home, I would do it. Um, it's interesting. It had a big opening weekend, and then it just died. And it wasn't because the reviews were good. It's just that the word of mouth was bad. So if you go on social media, on YouTube, all the YouTube channels, the Critical Drinker and all these other people, I think that they might be paid to hate something because that kind of content gets more clicks. Like I saw the worst Spielberg film ever. Of course, everyone's going to click on that because Spielberg doesn't make worst films ever. But now this is his worst film. I mean, I can't even pick a worst film by him. I would say Ready Player One, which I got about 15 minutes into, and I was just so bored. But that's just me because I'm not that all interested in the premise of that film. I saw his version of West Side Story, and I thought it was incredible. It's not the original because nothing can be, because you're never going to get another Rita Moreno or, you know, the original score by Leonard Bernstein and Stephen Sondheim. I mean, while that was there, it's modern. There was auto tune on the vocals, and the actors were good. They sang, which in the original one they didn't. Or I think, well, Natalie Wood didn't sing. What's his face might have, the guy who played Tony. He might have, but I don't know. Yeah, it's just weird. Anyway, air conditioning. Politics ain't beanbag, says, as Mr. Dooley said. Mr. Dooley. 175,000 Europeans die every year because of the heat. It's only going to get worse. Valve. It's only going to get worse because we're strangling planet Earth. We're strangling planet Earth. Where we've got too many people, far too many people. And we've discussed this on the show. It's not because people are reproducing more than they ever were. They're not. You know, you go to India and China, places where everybody used to, Ireland, fuck like rabbits and kids everywhere. There was nothing to do. So what did they do? They did that. There was no Star Trek. There was no Real Housewives. There was nothing. They did that instead. And everybody died young. And then we got antibiotics and we got cancer medications. And while those cancer medications might not cure you, they'll keep you paying for your insurance premium for a long time. Do I believe that there are far more effective drugs out there? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not a doctor. I pretend to be one in my family with my family and friends because I read a lot and I know what a lot of weird things are, but I'm not a doctor. But it would be very interesting to see if like somebody like JoJo was around to see what a physician says about, when you think about, like, we talked about HIV the other night. HIV is a very specific kind of virus. Now, viruses in general are extremely interesting because they're not bacteria, because they're not even alive, and they're also not really dead. They are the undead. They are completely benign until they get activated when they attach themselves to another. But how do they attach? If there's not something operating in there, we need to get into that micro cellular level to find out what the brain is in there that's doing that. It's fascinating. Cancer is just mutated regular cells that you already have that go bad. But why do they go bad? Cigarettes, alcohol, drugs, the environment, all the meat. Who knows? Carcinogens cause cancer. It's fascinating. The heat. We're wrecking the planet. No AC in this country. We're a third world. No, you've never needed it. I mean, you think of England, and listen, I've been to England 800,000 million times. I've never been there when it's too hot. It's been warm. I've been there in the summer, and it's not New York hot, where New York is a sweltering death box. It's just, and then the concrete. Then, there's an expression that we used to say, it's so hot you could fry an egg on the street. Well, I tried that once and it didn't work because it wasn't quite hot enough. But it gets so hot, and then because we've paved over all these beautiful, the earth, that with the sun and the heat, it goes into the ground and it metabolizes. And it's been doing that from way before here. But now what do? We covered all the beautiful natural earth with concrete and steel and tar. And we're just creating so much havoc. So bad. Hey, Photo Dave Jacks. Evening Bashers, missed some shows. Great to see you live. Glad to be back and bashing. Great to have you. Great to see you. Gosh, it's been a while. Solar activity has a near infinitely greater effect on the climate change and Earth seismic movements than the totality of human contributions. Now, I'm sure that it does, but we're not helping in any way. We could certainly help. We definitely could. I mean, what the sun is going to get hotter and then it's going to get cooler, right? That's the natural progression of stars. It's fascinating to me. I mean, we're not doing the earth any favors as humans. We're not. But that's definitely true. It is a super effect on it, but it's crazy what that all happens in one day. Fascinating to me. Kevin Landon. France is having a major heat problem due to all the metal roofs. Are they lead? I know we used to have a lot of leaden roofs back in the day. Now France is what are those called? Mansard? Forgive me. Paddle power. You know everything. So those famous French roofs, are those the mansard roofs? Should I Google that? I feel like stupid that I don't know that. Roof. Mansard roof, also known as a French curb roof, is a forest. So yep, that's exactly what it is. Usually made out of tungsten and lead. Interesting. Fascinating. I'm gonna open up some seltzer. And it's warm because I have ice in my glass. But I just took a warm bottle of seltzer. And I'm going to pour myself a drink because we're half an hour in on the show. And he should be showing up any minute. And let's Hausman, yeah. Amazing what he did with that town. Paris, in my humble opinion, is the most beautiful city in the world. I've been to a couple. And I still think it's the most beautiful city. We went out to a French restaurant the other night with Dana. And we talked to the waiter. And he was just saying that Paris is just kind of a shithole right now. Nothing works. It's kind of a mess. Kind of the way I feel about New York. And he said he hasn't lived there in 30 years. So I don't think his opinion really counts. If you haven't lived in a place for 30 years, I don't think you can really make a comment on how it's working for everybody else over there because they're still there. I'm still here. And while I'm very, very happy with a bunch of things, the rent stabilization put a rent freeze in effect yesterday, which is a victory for folks like me. And well, I don't know about me because I'm still in limbo with who, but for tenants' rights. And listen, if you don't want to be a landlord, don't be one. If you don't want to buy an apartment that has rent stabilized units, you want to be the super capitalist pig that you want to be, go ahead. You don't have, that's the beauty of capitalism. Don't buy those buildings. Oh God, they're too expensive to upkeep and they don't pay enough rent. Don't buy the building. Go buy one that's not regulated. Don't do it. I personally, I wish the city owned them. I wish because then everybody would have to follow the letter of the law, and nobody would go around doing the sneaky shit that landlords do. It's crazy. How do you know all those climate scientists who studied statistics are just jerking off? It could be. I saw reports on France 24, a lot like London. As a scientist, I did study it. We don't all agree. Well, who is it that Carl Sagan said that theories are just that? They're ideas, they're theories. We have theories, they're not facts. Theories are theories. They are a group of people will get together and somebody will publish a paper and then everybody will say, yes, that's it. Like the speed of light, the theory of relativity, then the special theory of relativity. Oh, there's a hole in the story, to allow for the possibilities of other things happening. That's all we can do is come up with a hypothesis for now and kind of guesstimate how it's going to go. And we've been pretty good for the most part. I think, he's drunk. I'm here. He can't send over. What does that mean? What does that mean? Oisín's trying to send over the folks from his show. Cheers, Bashers. That's good. It's all about white wine spritzing for the summer solstice because you can have a couple of glasses of those and not get too banged up. And I don't really like being banged up at all. I like a nice little buzzy buzz, but I don't particularly like being. I mean, I haven't been drunk in a long time, and I don't like being drunk. It's not fun. And then you have to do stuff like, oh no, what did I say? Who's a cunt? Oh, they are a cunt. I forgot they are a cunt. Dirk, he said, you're gay. I said, I know you are, but what am I? Rumor has it that you like to jump into a frock, Ray. The rumor mill. See, that's what happens when you wind up in the fishbowl. People start speculating about you and what you're into. And the next thing you know, you might wind up as this guy. Where is he? Poor Carl. Helen doesn't let him upstairs very often. And when she does, Jamal is there. So it's a terrible thing. And you know how that can go. No, they're just getting more media exposure. Yeah, it's a fascinating thing. It's a fascinating thing. I mean, science is, science. Thank God for science. Thank God for smart people trying to get to the nitty gritty and to the bottom of things. Thank God for that because, we didn't have science. We would just have people saying, point to Mecca or, point to that's a God. And I've talked about that episode of Voyager, which is one of the most amazing episodes of science fiction ever, when they run into that planet that looks like a donut and there's a big time discrepancy and they get stuck in its gravitational field, and these cave people think it's a new god and they hail it. But like 15 minutes on Voyager is like 1,000 years on that planet. So they're stuck there for like a week, and those people go through their entire life cycle as a species. And first they're praised as a god, and then these tremors are happening every time Voyager tries to get pulled out of their gravitational field and causes these tremors. Then they start to get angry at the god, and then finally they get smarter and they get science, and then they start to shoot at this ship. They figure out that it's a ship. It's a great episode. Really good. You should see it. How was the triple birthday celebration? It was very nice, Mousy. Very, very, very nice. I did my stream, and then we got together and we went out for dinner, and then we had a party for Rose at her house, and then we went out for Paul's birthday dinner. So it was very, very nice. Thank you very much for asking. We have offended the great Voyager. Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. It was a really great. I don't know if Mike Sussman wrote it, one of those guys, but it was really beautiful the way. It was really beautiful the way. I do get very passionate about Voyager. I love that show. I love Captain Janeway. She's my favorite person ever. I love her. My favorite people in the world: Carl Sagan, Alex Lifeson, and Captain Janeway. Those are my three favorite people. My three favorite humans: Sagan, Lifeson, and Janeway. I love them. But it was fascinating to think that this starship could get stuck and they think it's a god. Then they resent the god. Then they try to kill the god. And it's illegal to worship the god. Then we get scientific enough to send an expedition to spy on that thing. And then we decide to shoot it down. And then finally, they're able to contact somebody from the ship. And he comes on the ship. They get him on the ship. They beam him up. And they explain what's happening. But by the time he goes back to them, everybody's dead. Because 1,000 years have passed by because he was on Voyager for 15 minutes. And guess what? Everybody's dead. It was too late. It's a great episode. What is the name of that episode? I always remember it. Voyager episode where planet has time Uh, I used to know that off the top of my head. I'm just getting old. Blink of an eye. Shit, I should have known that. Damn it. Blink of an eye. No, I have never met Kate Mulgrew. I would get like Kate. It's the Kates. It's the Kates. I just love the Kates. Like if I saw Kate Bush, I would run away. I would not want to meet Kate Bush because I idolize her too much. You know, I'd want to be her friend, but I'm not worthy. So, but Kate Mulgrew, yes, I would love to meet her because I think I'd be smarter after I met her. I think I'd be much smarter because she's so eloquent. I've read all her books multiple times. Born with Teeth, her biography, and then her memoir about her parents' deaths. Her mother from Alzheimer's and her father probably from alcoholism. The Mulgrews like a drink. They're Irish American family from Iowa, Dubuque, Iowa. But her mother was from the East Coast and she was friends with the Kennedys. She was a debutante. She wound up marrying, an artsy intellectual and wound up having 8 of his kids. So, yeah, it's crazy stuff. So I've never met Kate Mulgrew, but I'd love to meet her. Kate Bush, I would be petrified and I'd run for my life. I also wouldn't want to disturb her. I think Kate, because she's an actress and she was the captain of a starship. I think she and she's done so many interviews that I can tell that she likes to meet people and talk about things intellectual or philosophical or scientific, which is where I would probably go. And I would probably want to talk about Blink of an Eye. Kate Bush, I'm just a garbage musician compared to the genius that is her. She's a goddess, you know. There are 3 kinds of lies, damned lies, and statistics. Well, statistics make the world go around. It makes us debate. Sports is all about statistics, right? It's all about that. Sports are all about statistics. That's what they're about. Especially baseball. People think baseball is a boring sport. It is not a boring sport. It's a very calculated and very exciting sport if you like it. And I've always loved it. I've taken a sabbatical from sports because I'm just not interested in how much money they make, and I think it's grotesque that teams can go on strike for not being made more of a millionaire than they already are. They get to play. Baseball is 162 games a year. That's a lot. It's the longest season in sports, but it is not basketball and it is not football. It is not as aerobic an activity as hockey. Those guys work a little bit harder. I'm not saying that they're easier or harder. It's just it's very hard to hit a ball with a 90-mile-an-hour fastball with a piece of wood. It's nearly impossible. Try it if you haven't. It's really hard. And then there's the other art, stealing bases and running and pitching and throwing. It's a really great game, but it's a game of numbers. So if you're a statistical and you're an analytical mind, there are guys, and I was one of them for years, where you sit in there with your scorecard and you do the score yourself. You don't even look up at the board. You do it yourself. And a lot of guys like to talk about the numbers. How many RBIs this guy got? Same, I'm sure, is true of football, soccer. I'm sure it is for most of you who are probably not watching the show because the show is so late tonight for the Europeans. I'm sure it is. I don't understand the game all that well as I should. But yeah, probably. Not everyone in baseball that can be made has happened yet. Not every play. Right. That's very true. It's very true. Mark Twain was alluding to the fact that statistics can easily be manipulated to show whatever you want them to show. For sure. Very sure. And who doesn't use those to their advantage? Politicians use them all the time. Some guy got his ass handed to him on Facebook. I was on there today. And it was like, Donald Trump, when he became president, he was a millionaire, he was a celebrity, he had blah blah blah, and now it's like, how dare everybody say that he's in the presidency to make money, that he's in it for himself? blah, 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 blah. And like everybody's like, you fucking douche, it's about ego and power, you moron. And yes, he's made money. Yeah, yes, he's lost and made money because he's always lost and made money. And he's basically, if you shook that guy, a couple of nickels would fall out. He has no money. He has like, investments and things. Everything's on paper. It's nothing liquid. He's never been liquid. Like as I said, if you're a New Yorker and you know who that guy is, he was, they used to call him what did they call him? They called him pennies on the Donalds, because that's what you get paid if you worked for him. Um, I mean, that's just so crazy. It's crazy. Raver says, Auntie Carolyn, I hope to share Sunday Mass. Misplaced your pen. Go find that pen. Would you go find that pen? Panel power, blah, blah, anti-election, MAGA bullshit. Yeah. The MAGA bullshit is hilarious because if you ever see anybody with any kind of wit and intelligence will serve these half wits, these shit wits, with a dosage of truth, because they love to say this, that, or the other. And listen, they're all kind of shitty. The Obama library, that's true. Let's all right. You want to now talk about the reflection pool and how stupid that all is? I mean, the Obama library cost a lot of money, way more money than it should have cost. It's really fucking ugly. And from what I hear, they owe the contractors a lot of money. And everybody reveres him, and let's face it, because he's part African American, or he's not even African American. I know Morgan Freeman hates that expression because black folks come from everywhere. Um, because he's the first president of color. There's a lot of virtue signaling that goes on. I like Obama. I met him, and I liked him as a president for the most part. A couple things I didn't like, but no one's perfect. Could you pay your contractors? Could you make sure that those people get paid? That you had that big fucking party that God knows how much that party costs. I know everybody was there to sing, and you had Christina Aguilera and J Hud, and you had Stevie Wonder, and all these great people. People need to get paid for their work. It is never cool to nickel and dime somebody who has paid with their heart, their soul, and their hands and their time to complete a task for you. They need to be paid. It's completely unfair. I don't care who you are, what kind of power you wield. It's not respectful. It makes you a bad person. Pay people for their hard work. How rude. I don't like Trump. No, we know you don't like Trump. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know that. We're all friends here. Every once in a while, we were joking. Dana was here. Every once in a while, he'll say something. He said something the other day, and we are like, that's not untrue. He's a senile old fart now, of course, with serious gastrointestinal issues. And it's funny how he loves to see. That's the real measure of man, is when you openly are a hypocrite, like Marco Rubio. Remember that debate that those guys had where they just eviscerated Marco Rubio, eviscerated him, fired him immediately. Join my team. That's the thing about politicians. You could say the worst shit about them, but if it works for you, come on my team. Nothing personal, it's business. And that's a terrible thing that is allowed to happen. Because you know what? If somebody said all those terrible things about me and my family and all that shit, I don't want to work with you. I'm gonna be like, it's okay. Hey, you were trying to get that job too. Okay. I'll let that slide. No. Where is the integrity? I don't like that. I don't like people like that. But that's politicians. That's what they do. You guys are losing Starmer. Keir Starmer's leaving. How do you guys all feel about that? For whoever's left from him, from Obloe. You happy about that? He's turned out to be kind of a tool, right? You guys haven't had a great prime minister in a very long time. For my own edification, who would you say was the last? And do not say Margaret Thatcher. Because when England was the horror of the world, Margaret was a madam. I'm Irish. We don't like her. Who was the last great prime minister you guys had that, like, you thought was really going to do something? Really do something really, really good. Valve says the UK is ungovernable right now. Wow. I mean, who do I remember? I remember John Major, and you guys have had so many people in and out of there. Thatcher, sorry. Yeah, she did a lot of very bad stuff to us. Very bad. Very bad. Yeah, she's yeah. Sorry. And hey, I watched all I watch all the British history stuff, and I love the I saw Helen Mirren, who's a Zio witch, and I hate her now because of her politics, but she's a genius. I'm one of those people that can separate. Like I just watched a clip of Army Hammers in a new movie, and it looked really terrifyingly bad. He's like a vigilante, and he's against immigration. Like, oh, it's like, oh no, like you sent us all your bad people. Oh, who wrote that? Ay. Oh, did anybody see that clip? It's called Citizen Vigilante. And listen, I've always been in Army Hammer's camp because he's okay, he's a bit of a kinky bastard and he cheated on his wife. Okay, bad guy. But like the way he was destroyed in Hollywood, and that woman made up a ton of shit about him, and it turns out she was in cahoots with his ex-wife. So that's bad. That's an episode I wouldn't want to watch. But he's in this. This is his first movie, quote unquote, back into filmmaking. And it's the scene is like an Arabic family sitting down to dinner, and they're just breaking bread and talking about how was your day. And Army Hammer knocks on the door, and he comes in with a gun, and he shoots the kid in the kneecap because the kids got together. A bunch of the son, who's in his teens, got together with some other kids his age, and they raped and beat up a girl who was 14 years old. And Army Hammer said, "You guys, they were acquitted. It's based on a true story. I don't think the assassin part is the vigilante part. Anyway, the dialogue was very anti-immigrant, and I was like, oh." I know who's going to love this. Army Hammer's going to have a whole right-wing fan base now because he's them with a gun. He's shooting people. Yikes. Yeah, Ding Dong, the witch is dead. Yeah, right. Elvis Costello dragged the dirt down from the Spike album. England was the whore of the world. Margaret was her madam. With his vibrato. Thatcher and Cromwell, perfect together in hell. Hello, Oisín and friends. Tracy first. Tony Blair. Yeah, probably. Yeah, right. How do you guys feel about Tony Blair? Well, my British folks that are left in the room. How do you feel about that? It's interesting. Alejandro Gilic, Oisín O'Malley. We did not see a collaboration with Tim Wright. Oh, is he? He's almost here. I see him trying to get in the room, but I don't see him in the room. I see that he's entered, but I don't see his video. And look at my video got staggery the second. Look at that. Look what happened to my video. It got dark and staggery. What's going on here, YouTube? What's going on, YouTube? Oh, there he is. You're just in time, Oisín. Where are you? Do you guys see him? I see him in the green room. Dirk, what are the subway lines areas you absolutely avoid in New York City? The J and the Z Alpine Ibex 5596, because they go straight to hell. If you ever get on the J or the Z, then you get to see what New York looked like in the 80s. Are we talking about which cat will become the next prime minister or to do a better job? Thanks, Scalius. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, who's that fellow that's talking about he's going to be the next guy and make a big deal out of everything? Who's that guy that everybody's talking about now? He's the guy that said, "I'm about to become your next prime minister." Is this guy cool? Do we not like him? Yeah, it's a different world now. The empire is gone, so to speak. So it's not about conquering unless you're American, because we like to conquer people right now. A country we just kind of semi-conquered just got the shit kicked out of it with earthquakes. And that's not good. Is he having technical difficulties? How come I can't. I want to add him to the screen. Are you there? Add to stage. There you are. What was going on there? You having technical difficulties? Oh, he left already. What the fuck happened? Andy Burnham. Okay. Count Binface. Hey, head back. Screw. Count Binface. Binface. That's pretty good. What just happened? I think Oisín's having technical difficulties. What can I do to help out? That's very weird because we're on the same account, so it should be just fine. But you know, it's funny, like when he tried to get in, instantly my video got weird. Like it got very strange, it got very dark. You know, now that's better and brighter. Bigger, better, and brighter. Tony Blair. Okay. Watch Dirk not read a full chat. I had Maggie Thatcher in my sights once. Well, I know where you are. Listen, I always say up Sligo. You know that I do. His hardware is cooking in European. Oh, is that right? Well, it might be Scallius. I mean, he was just on for a couple. He runs his show in Windows. We're Mac people, but he runs his entire show in Windows. I don't know what's going on there. He came on, and then I put him on, and he disappeared the second I got him into the show. Patricia Teague. Oh, I'm skipping some of yours. No, I'm not. Panel Power. Milk Snatcher. Yeah. Milk Snatcher. Ray Ray says we're coming. Oh, Andy Burnham is a massive Zio scumbag. There you go. Is that the one I missed? I just saw it. Sorry. Well, then you don't want him. Skipping. So yeah, you don't want him. Hi, Patricia Teague, ladies of the bash. How are you, beautiful? Great to see you live. Oh, this is good. Yeah, the Zios need to go. Listen, it's happening. It took a really long time for people to wake up to the cause. Now, let's face it. Hitler was gassing Jews and easy bake ovens and all that torture and all that shit for how damn long? And everybody's like, we don't know. And he comes to Madison Square Garden and they throw him a little parade and everybody turned a blind eye to all that shit, right? It says entered the studio. What is that about?
I don't know.
God, that's so weird.
I don't know what's up.
Yeah, like I saw you come in, come out. I was like, what's going on, StreamYard?
I don't know, man.
Hey, it's been a lot. He's been a busy beaver. I haven't talked to him in like a week and a half, 2 weeks. I'm like, where you been? Are you dead? You dead? He went to Pitti Uomo, was wearing some fancy threads, hung out with some illustrious fashion folks.
That's right.
Some hot daddies.
Lots of hot daddies.
There's a lot of hot daddies at Pitti Uomo.
Yeah.
So the topic du jour right now is now that Keir Starmer's coming down, who's the next guy? And Panel Power is like, here's the great one. He goes, Andy Burnham is a massive Zio scumbag.
He is. Andy Burnham is worse.
He's worse.
Keir Starmer. Well, it's actually worse.
Listen, we're coming around the bend. People are really starting to fucking finally wake up. I was just saying about how, they were gassing Jews and fucking trained
New York,
all that shit.
New York came to
New York came around and everybody, all the dominoes are falling. Boom. They're all gone. Everybody's like, fuck you, baby. We're done. Yeah. We're taking it back from all you scumbags and all you APAC pieces of shit that are
all the APAC,
all those cunts.
Which are basically everywhere. It's like eradicating fucking bed bugs.
It's worse
in every corner. You have to fumigate. You have to fumigate the United States from APAC paid people. They've been APAC'd.
Yeah, they've been able
to wazoo for years. It's like a fucking virus.
It's a virus. These people look the other way. And who are the champions of all this? The turncoats, the Marjorie Taylor Greens and the Tucker Carlsons. They're
That's
now
right.
every single. And then, oh, did you see my favorite girl finally turned around? That big twat bag, Megyn Kelly, whom I hate. She's a fucking snake.
Yes.
She's such a sneaky little turncoat flip-flopping skank. I hate her. She is. Yeah. She's beautiful. I don't mean this as a woman. I'm saying as a human being. I've never seen anybody be more of a flip-flopper to suit her own individual cause. You witch. Because she saw, oh shit, I can't do this
She'll do it if she thinks the ratings are good. That's it.
Yeah.
She's a ratings whore.
What did Donald Trump do to you? And then you voted for him and supported him after he did all that shit to you?
Yeah. She doesn't care.
Wow.
So now I don't care that he did that to her. Sorry.
I mean, well, she obviously doesn't, and it's a it's a bad message to other women.
She doesn't, yeah, right. If she doesn't care, why should I?
It's horrific.
Yeah.
I was enjoying when I started my show. You were like deep in the Highlander quotes. I was like, oh, that's good shit.
Yeah.
I was like, I got to do my show, but I don't want to go like, the Japanese didn't just start wrapping steel until I've dated it to 600 BC. And she starts talking about the rolled steel. Amazing. So that's probably some of the greatest shit is in that police station. Some of the greatest lines are in that when they take them over. It's good shit. So
like she goes to the library and she's investigating Russell Nash.
Yeah.
And then her friend goes, so what you've got here, Brenda, is a guy who's been kicking around since at least 1700s, waiting for people to die and assuming their identities. It's not possible. When they'd have to do it with Sea Dog, Say Dog. They do that. It's like a slight Sea Dog. When they put the things together and they put the letters, like I'm always impressed when old movies are able to do graphics. Like, how long did it take them to? Like, we need like to get someone's signature and like move it, slide it over, and some guys like, okay, let me.
Think about how.
Like you can do that in a second now, but like back then, it was
Toy Story 5 versus Fantasia. You know,
yeah.
I mean, it's like all done on a computer, and that was every frame was hand painted. Hey, GU Surgeon, too much politics. Well, fuck the politics. More tequila. I'm drinking a pint I'm drinking a Gruner. I love this shit for summer. Look at that. Sweaty.
Oh, it's all sweaty. Yeah. I love when the bottles come out of the fridge and they start crying. So is it mad hot like it is over here?
It's not what you guys have. No. Okay. Today was 80 and night. Today was a lovely day, but it got humid, and I had to get on the subway today, which I haven't been on the subway in a bit. Right. And do you know where I went over to? You know the funeral home over in Sunnyside? Don't say the name because I don't want anybody to know. I went over there to go take care of like Rose's pre-need for like, when that day eventually happens. I said it's not if, it's when. So, and I wouldn't have had the power. So I spent my afternoon, and so it's hot and humid, and I get off the 7 train, which is disgusting. I cross Queens Boulevard, and then I open up the door to the funeral home, and instantly I'm inside a meat locker. Of course I am. It's a funeral home.
It's a funeral home. Hey, look what I've got. I got an Apollo 11 here.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's got the 1969. I mean, it's essentially just a fucking Speedy.
Yeah,
it has the text on the back, the 1969, which I can't even
go for. Yeah. Go, yeah. Can you go show front and center? Yeah, get a nice view of that. Look at that.
You want a Speedy?
Yeah, you know me.
Oh, look, you can actually make it out.
I can make it out.
Look, July 21st, 1969. Nice. 2:56 GMT.
Oh,
that's an Apollo 11, baby.
That's beautiful.
Isn't it very nice? Yeah. And it has the strap that we hate, but I don't hate it as much as
I don't either anymore.
Yeah.
You know why?
It's comfy. I've gotten over that hatred of this strap.
I used to hate it. It used to be I hated it. Now I'm like, oh, I love it now. Just goes to show you.
Before I put it on, I better just give it another blast of this.
Yeah, the Pam.
Monster Pam.
Yeah, I like that new strap, by the way.
Yeah.
Very nice. It reminds me of my Seiko strap.
Oh, yeah.
This one, which is like rubber on one side and cloth on the other.
Right. Yeah, it's like that.
This
is Prada. This is Prada.
That's Prada?
Yeah, Prada made this.
Shut
This is from
up.
Yeah, it's from Panerai themselves. Prada designed this. And
it's a collab?
Yes, it's a collab. They did it for the Luna Rossa boating competitions, and they made a resilient fabric for the sails or something like that, or something about Prada. So that it is a Prada strap, Panerai Prada strap. Yes.
I've never owned anything by Prada, and I've cored around.
I had some sunglasses a while ago, but I left them on the plane.
Oh no! I've always fancied their sunglasses because I think the designs are nice. But the whole eyeglass thing is just—they're all made by Luxottica in Italy. They're all made by the same company. It's just slap a fucking logo on it. GU Surgeon, $2 and $2. Thank you so much. Let me give you a big bang boom for that. Thank you so much. Guys, the super chats are open. Tell us what you want to hear, and we'll sing for our supper, bitches. Did you hear that the professor had surgery?
Professor.
Yeah, you know that is his screen name now.
Oh,
yeah, don't say it. But,
okay, I don't know who they're talking about. Sorry,
we'll talk about it later. Anyway, okay, that's cool. That's cool that even you don't know. Even the all-knowing Oz didn't know who that was.
No,
Skelly's Fortaleza me in, baby. He loves Fortaleza. Him and Emmett both love that brand.
Yeah,
is that what you're drinking, Fortaleza?
No, I don't.
You wish you were drinking that.
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
You know what I have though? I have a bottle of Bourgogne in the fridge.
I know. Because you're old now. Because we love chilled red wine.
Chilled red wine. But it's
I love it now.
Fridge,
Yeah. It's not even
sometimes
chilled.
It's good to put a bottle in the fridge a half an hour before you open it.
I concur. But I like it now very much. Yeah, we had Dana here, and we went into Domain. Can you fucking believe that? And we haven't been. So when everybody lived in town, he was, well, you might have been gone by then. No, you still were.
Tell the story, I'll be back in a second.
Yeah. And there's a little wine bar opened by the people that own the local French bistro, Tournesol. It's a great restaurant. We go there a lot. Whenever we go out, we generally go there, especially for brunch. They opened up a wine bar, and we loved everybody in there. And we went in there a lot, and then they started to have really annoying music. And it just became kind of clicky and jazzy and scoodly wah wah wah. It wasn't so fun. And it was loud. And it got shitty. So we stopped going there. I haven't been in there in a decade. And she said, oh, I'm at Domain. And I was like, really? Weird. They sold it. New owners. Very nice guy. And then a guy walks in with a snare drum. And we're like, oh, fuck. Let's finish up our drinks and go. And then they had a Yamaha upright piano. And then a guy came in with a trombone. And they were a trio. And they were fucking incredible. They were playing Dixieland and like real Depression era Americana music. I mean, I was waiting for them to do Brother, Can You Spare a Dime? It was so fucking great. And that place always had their wines were always too cold. Now, at that time, we were younger. And I was like, oh, my wine is cold. Now, Dana was drinking red. I tasted it. I said, oh, man, it's not cold anymore. So the whole thing about that place that made it special, even though the wine is not as good, the place was terrific. It was fantastic. It is odd the Sheen will mention Tim Wright and why there are no collaborations with others. What are you after? You after I'm after a scoop. Are you after some kind of scoop? I was down at the 5 and Dime this morning and I spoke to Mr. Skellington. Mr. Skellington said he was going to get the first run in the Inquirer this morning. What is that about? I don't know who you are. And do you think you're looking for some kind of a scoop, some kind of thing? I don't know. I don't know what any of that means. Next level is slightly warm beer. No, that's not good. Beer has to be cold. I'm sorry. Wine, chilled, yes. warm beer. Black.
No,
No.
it's terrible.
No. We have a guy in here looking for a scoop. I said 23 Skidoo. I'll meet you down at the printing press so we can go find out what's going on here. Oh, look, you're a dick. Oh,
Barolo, baby.
oh, Burgundian Barolo. Oh, fuck.
Really
Oh,
nice.
look at that delicious, beautiful baby. Oh, man. Oh, that's nice. Wow. Well, soon enough, my friend. Soon enough.
You know, it's the funny thing in Florence. Some of the restaurants you get a bottle and it's the same price in the stores as it is in the restaurant. So we went in to a place to get some Fiorentina, and I was like, let's get a bottle of fucking something nice. So I got a Tignanello, and it was 135 euros Tignanello. And
I could get Tig here for 90.
90?
Yeah.
Wow.
I just saw it. I was in Paul's store yesterday and they had Ornellaia for 155 and it was a Magnum.
Where is this place?
Paul, not my Paul. Paul's
something wrong.
Paul's wine store. You know, the one we used to go to.
Ornellaia is the real Ornellaia.
It was Ornellaia.
Ornellaia, real Ornellaia is 290 euros here for a regular bottle.
I said, what the fuck is going on with this bottle here? He goes, we're just having a summer sale. He goes, and no one's ever looked. No one's ever. He says, we have 3 of them and nobody's ever looked at them ever. And I went, oh, shit.
Whoopsie, Oisín Killer Speedy, is it for sale? He's just, that's a troll. It is for sale because it's not mine. It's Simone Frollo's. I was just naked. I was naked today. I was wearing a sub. There was a guy in a cafe here who wanted a sub and a sub date, so I picked one up from Simone, and then he decided he didn't want it, so I brought it back, but I wore it back. And then Simone goes, "Do you want to go to dinner?" And I was like, "Great," but then I realized I had no watch. I was like, "Do you have something I can just throw on?" Because I feel naked without a watch.
Isn't it weird when you leave the house without a watch? I feel so weird. And I do it a lot. I go, oh, fuck.
Like, I'm not sitting at dinner with no watch on. I'll feel weird.
You'll feel weird.
He goes, yeah, take that to Apollo.
Oh.
So, I mean, I just wore it home. That's all. But yeah, he is.
Well,
selling. I don't know what he wants.
Simone is selling it.
Yeah, Simone's selling it.
Look who's here. Sharon Alexa. Hello, beautiful lady. Do you know how many guys on our show have the biggest crush on this beautiful lady? So, and she's a glamma. You're a glamma. Who could believe that foxy little vixen there is grandma? Look at her. Look at her. You know what? Not only are you beautiful, but her eyes are just like, it reminds me of Catherine Ross, who's one of the most beautiful creatures that's ever walked the earth. Of course, from The Graduate and The Stepford Wives and Butch Cassidy and The Sundance Kid. She's married to one of the most handsome fucking guys ever, Sam Elliott. They've been married for like 50 years. And you remind me of her. She's gorgeous. We love you, Sharon Alexa. $13.99 Canadian. Let's give you something feminine and beautiful. Ray, I not allowed. Ed, here we go. Ray, have you been drinking? You know what? Ray sent me an email that had punctuation on it. And I was like, who is this? Who wrote this email?
He used AI.
I not allowed to SC super chat. You're allowed to super chat. Is Tim Wright gay? I've never fucked him. Asking for a friend. I don't know.
Ray's drunk.
I don't know. Is that the way it is? Photojacks Dave, we were shopping. Did Ush say we were shopping? No, he said they went to dinner. That's what it watches. Were you shopping? Were you shopping?
Maybe he's talking about a different thing I said. Because you're always trailing behind in the comments.
Yeah, I know. Because
there have been something from 20 minutes.
Hold on, let me do this. I'm going to take, ladies and gentlemen, a word. Hold on. Anyway, I was thinking about something earlier. I was watching. No, you say embrace the silence.
Yes.
which is true. Well, but the one thing that drives me crazy about the Irish is the So right, I was in the pub and Martin was there, and then your woman came around, and she's a whore.
Meanwhile, if you have a friend, or in my case, a brother, Emmett, it could be misinterpreted. And M. Oh, M was there, was he?
And M.
And M.
Now we have Andy M and at M as regulars on the show as well. So, and Auntie M, if you like the Wizard of Oz. But yeah. So we were talking earlier. How much is the Speedy? Oh, he'd have to inquire. It's a loaner to wear for dinner.
Troll.
Well, maybe not. Oh, he's got your picture on there.
Look at that. I think he's a troll.
What possesses you?
I don't know what I don't know how much these are. They're more. They're the Apollo 11, so they're more than the regular ones. But these are at 1861, right? The Apollo 11.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
That's all they had.
So, yeah,
for the longest time.
Yeah, 1861. Fine, I'll take it. I don't know what he wants. I mean, if you're serious, you'll reach out to me at oisínchannel@gmail.com, but I know you won't, because you're just a troll looking to go, he's always selling his watches. They get such a kick out of non-interesting things.
Now, is that the 50th anniversary version of that? It is, because it's got that bracelet on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because there's a bunch of different references for that, because they've redone it a couple of times. That one is, that's the 50th anniversary. That's one of the modern 310 20 references. So yeah, and it came in moonshine gold.
Old ass clasp.
Let me see. Let me get a better look at that, so I can.
You're like a super expert with this stuff.
Yeah, let me get a good little look at that thing.
See that old clasp?
It doesn't have a double pusher.
I've never had one of those exact clasps before.
Okay. So that, oh wow. And that everything's normal on the dial, right? Completely.
Yeah.
And that's the Apollo 11.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
You could use a regular Speedy like this.
Yeah, sure.
Don't you think?
That's like a speedy, you know. That's
yeah,
like
that's
the moon ones.
What you have now is superior, but you could use a regular.
I want them all.
You want them all?
I want them all.
You can use a regular everyday Speedy, which would be the one.
My everyday Speedy is my reduced. I wear that. Still wear that.
Right. Okay. But okay. Yeah.
I wear that because it's the best bracelet I have on a watch.
Right.
It's the best bracelet ever. There is no bracelet that even comes close to the Oyster bracelet. Is nowhere near. I'm wearing the Oyster right now. And you know what? I have a very hairy paw. And I feel it pull a little bit. This thing doesn't pull in any way, shape, or form. It is the most slinky, beautiful. It's like almost like a presidential watch, but it's 5-link. It is so beautiful. It's the silkiest.
So you have the Rolex on. You're double fisting. You have a Rolex on one.
I got a time.
You have a Rolex.
I do. Talking about earlier. I got a Rolex. I'm like a Rolex. Here I'll watch them. Oh, how about this? Yeah, what's up, bitch?
Triple fisting.
I mean, the second you put this bracelet on is the most comfortable thing you've ever put on your wrist. It's just incredible. Oh, so ready for this? Speaking of which, and I'll bring it up on the show right now. So my friend Paul, not my Paul, another Paul that we both know.
CK says I have the best Speedy ever, and Dirk, you can have it.
I know, because you bought it from him. I know. That's the fucking. You have the 861. You have the exact same one he has.
She
But listen,
has,
can I be honest with you?
no, she doesn't. She has the sapphire sandwich on the strap. Beautiful. That's a beauty.
No, she's got an 861.
Wow. Shit.
She got from
Sorry. my memory is
She's
not
got
serving.
wanted the one exactly like you have, because everybody lusts after.
I remember a sapphire sandwich on.
Maybe she has that too. She's got a lot of Speedmasters. Got a lot of watches. So I'm not wrong, right?
I don't know.
I'm right. So I go up to visit. I go up to visit our friend that owned the wine store, and I hadn't seen him in quite a long time. And he said, "Dirk, I want to watch." And listen, he's been very ill for a very long time, and he's a lovely guy. And he said, "Can you get me a watch?" I said, "What does that mean? Like, what do you want?"
Get me a watch.
He wants to spend 10 or 11 grand on a great watch. And I said, "Well, you're going to have to narrow it down for what you want."
Just get a Rolex.
That's what I said.
You should get a date sub 11 6 6 10 11, not the 12. He doesn't need the 12 because that's more money. Get the 11. It's the classic.
I'm wrong. You're right.
Okay.
You sold it. I should have known better. Why did I think you had a 861 with the 1450 with the 808N links? Why did I think that?
I don't know.
That's what I thought.
You should just get a regular, gorgeous black sub 116610 LN. Bill, done.
What's the reference on that? Hold on.
116610 LN.
LN.
That is the watch.
That's the. Hold on. I'm gonna send that to him right now.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
I had one on my wrist yesterday. I just brought it back over to Simone. It was a guy here in a cafe who wanted to buy one. And
you sold it yesterday?
No, I brought it over to the guy, but then he goes, "Is it new?" I was like, "It's not new. You want new? That's a fucking brand new sub. That's going to cost you 14 or whatever."
That's what I told him. He goes, "I want brand new." I said, "First of all, brand new is like you got to get on a wait."
He wants brand new. I hate people that say that. By the way,
well, he doesn't know
brand
that.
New. Fuck off. Who are you? Show me your ass. Is your ass brand new? Fuck off. I'm sorry.
No,
it's eye bashers.
I know.
Fuck off with brand new.
He doesn't know because he's like, "Well, you have that Milgauss." I'm like, "This is discontinued now."
And it's from your one. It's from 2013.
It's 2013. I said this was new
condition.
It was new old stock.
So the sub I brought your man was new condition.
Yeah.
In the end, he didn't want it, and I was going straight to an event. And I was like, "I'm fucking wearing it to the event." I was in a Revo boat all night, popping around bars with these wealthy Russians who live in Venice, and I was fucking rocking the fucking date sub, and it was sexy. Get out of here.
What would be the price on that?
That one, 11 in euros, so 12 in dollars.
Oh yeah,
no. 12 in dollars. That's what he said he has, right? He wants to spend 12, right?
No. I feel like I'm bargaining in Crown Heights right now. You said 16, right?
Yes, he said 10 to 12.
No, he said 10, like if 10 or 11 tops. 11,000 was his top number.
Oh, you're nearly there.
Yeah, why? I don't know what his situation is with money because he's on a fixed income because he's been so sick for so long. So anyway, I was like, you got I don't know what you like. And then I was wearing my Milgauss. He goes, "I want that." I said, "You can't have that. You can't I mean,
well, he could get one for that money, about 11.
Can he get one for? I guess he could, but it might not be
they went up a little. Didn't everything just go up?
Everything
the Hulk went up. The Milgauss just went up.
Yeah, Milgauss finally went back up. Because people are stupid.
Actually, no, he might. Well, maybe a scratch up one, but he doesn't want a scratch up one. He wants a new one.
And I said, so you want to go to the
Bring
store?
us
Like,
the fresh wine. Enough of this
bring us the fresh wine. I
1961
don't want any more of this
Latache.
old
Bring us
wine.
the fresh wine.
What movie's that from, guys? I like that's like my Aquaterra bracelet. The Aquaterra bracelet is, listen, I've said this a million times about that watch. Now, I almost could have had that as my first great watch because he offered me one. And I went with the Speedy because I couldn't resist. It's the perfect one watch collection watch. If you're going to get a great watch, you can't go wrong with the Aquaterra. And you have one.
Oisín seems to be serious, by the way.
Who?
Oisín.
Well, maybe it's, yeah, no, I believe he is. Listen, it makes sense that, with all the shit that goes on this.
And actually, he's right. It's the 30th anniversary, not the 50th.
Of the 30th anniversary. Okay, hold on.
I think he's right. Listen, it just looks like a fucking it's like a Hesselite Speedy. It just has the writing on the back. That's the only difference. But you know how these things are.
Yeah, there it is. That's exactly it. Yeah, it's before the 310s. It's a 3560.50.00 from 99. And it is, it's 1861, of course. Great watch.
It's nothing like a fucking just a good Speedy. I mean, you could get Paul a Speedy, but I mean, I think something more robust. And he's getting older, and maybe he just wants a Rolex. Get him an Explorer.
Well, he can't. He's a quadriplegic. He just wants to put it on his wrist and look at it. He can't. He doesn't move. He's in a bed.
So get him an Explorer, so there's no date to set or anything, or no date. So
he wants to admire. He wants to surround himself with. He bought art to look around the house because he can't. He watches.
He's on his way out. And he wants to surround himself with beautiful things. I understand that.
Yeah,
we're all on our way out.
We're all dying. We're all dying. Yeah, since the day we were born.
The day you're born, you're dying.
Yeah.
I mean,
hey guys, how much attention do you give to your viewers, our chats? Can you fucking super chat me, bitch? You want me to read chats? It's Friday night. I read everybody's chats on my show.
Territorial.
Ray, how dare you? I read.
You're not listening to me.
Put your money where your mouth is, biatch. It's Friday night. This is how you keep the channel alive.
Dirk, I don't beg for money. It's not our show. It's Ray show. You know that. Right?
Bobby Boldy. Hey, Dirk and Machine, the viewers. Hey, how are you? Yeah. There's 250th anniversary. He's very serious. He knows his shit. The two-tone.
Okay, so he's serious.
You don't want the two-tone. No, ugly watch. Horrible. Speedmasters.
If you really want this, you'll reach out to me. You know what email. I keep saying it. I mean, it's fucking gorgeous. Maybe I should fucking keep it myself.
Fuck off, Ray. Or shut the fuck up, Paul. And look at that. You actually got for the lights. Thank you very, very much. Ray's got a Friday night is the night I keep the lights on. So, or if I do a walkabout, that's like when I do those things, it's because I just need money. Ray's got that famous line now because he called me on Facebook Messenger one night. Paul and I are watching a movie, and I'm like, oh my God, it's 3:00 in the morning. It's Ray. He must be drunk. Let's pick it up. And he was fucking hilarious.
He's a funny guy. There's no doubt, but he does get a little antsy.
He does.
But he'll be fine. The great thing about Ray is there's no hard feelings.
No.
It's just a little bit of drunkenness. We've all done it. I've been there a million times. This thing is so gorgeous. Like the chamfers on it the chamfers are perfect. There's no dings or anything. This is, I love the side of a Speedy, man. It's such a strange.
It's the cantilever beautifulness of it all.
Yeah,
that's what's so amazing. Sexy. Where's mine? I took it off already. I did. I don't even remember taking it off. Yeah, here's the small one, right? Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. 39.7, right? Look at
that. Look at that.
And it looks like a spaceship on a launch pad.
Right.
There's the. Well, they're both small. They're both 39.7. They're both the same size. It's just so cool. It looks like a spaceship. It's the most unique design in watches and the greatest watch in the whole wide world.
So this is the 42. Yeah.
Yeah, you got the big one.
You'll just appreciate the love.
I'm so. Oh yeah, look at that thing. Also, it looks so much thinner because it's a bigger watch.
Because it's a wider watch, yeah.
It
Spread
looks so
out. It's more spread out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Does anyone need anything more than a
Speedmaster? No.
No.
Everybody should be done with their Speedmasters. This is for you, Carolyn. Thank you very much. Give you this. Let me ask you a question. She said speedies are sexy as hell. When you see a guy in the wild wearing a Rolex or whatever, you think, okay, he's got nice watches, right? But when you see a guy with a speedy, you want to go have a conversation with him because you know.
Yeah, because the Rolex might be
Status.
A douche. You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Or he got it as a gift. Guys, a guy with a speedy is more of a thinking man.
He's a watch guy. He's like, he knows what he's getting. He likes the history. It's like if you saw somebody with a Breguet. So, by the way, the funeral director that I met today, and I was looking across the table and I was looking at his watch, and I was like, because I don't know. I know what the aesthetic of Breguet is, of course. I don't know all the references, and I'm looking at it and I'm going, that looks like Breguet. And it turns out it was Bulova. And it looked just like a Breguet. It even had the fucking plate, the name plate, in the same spot Breguet did it.
We were already talk watches heavily, but now you're talking about Breguet. They just announced new watches today. Breguet just came out with new stuff. And you know what? Like their tourbillon is not as sexy as my tourbillon. The new tourbillon. That's like the yellow gold one. It's not. It's 166.5. And the back, look at the back. My back is it's all hand carved. Look at that. Yeah. It's nice, but it's just not the same detail. This is a beautiful watch though from the front.
Yeah. Tourbillons just give me this Scavazzo.
Oh, you don't like tourbillons?
I don't like them.
And I got some good news. My
Bonnie lies over the ocean.
My Bonnie lies over tradition. My GMT it was not discontinued from the catalog, but went up in price. Oh, where is it gone?
You're gonna go stuff some artichokes? Good for you. Go do it. My artichokes came out okay. They weren't to my liking. I would change a couple of things I did. That's what cooking is all about.
See, there's my one there.
Oh yeah.
It went from 50 to 54.
Oh shit! Well,
in euros, I don't know what that is in dollars. It went up by $4,000 today. So good news. That's my GMT right there. Do you like that? You like that shit, baby?
I like that shit. Now his Bulova was totally trying to steal that aesthetic. It certainly didn't look like that. I'm switching to my first Omega in space. Rolex is done for the night. And
you're lucky that you get to choose between a Rolex and a first Omega.
I am.
I see that first Omega. I want to see that. Yeah, that's great.
I mean,
can I say that it's the bracelet that hits me first?
Because the flat links are just cunty as fuck. Because it looks like vintage. Sorry, it's a manual one, which means it's dead, so I got to set it. It's got a 3861 on it. Okay, it's 859, and here's the best part.
Love manual wine.
Love manual wine. Ready? Here you go. And this is hold on. I love to do this because Rolex sounds like sounds so funny. Hold on.
I can't really hear it.
Oh, can't?
No, it's like the noise cancellation.
Oh, okay. That's it. Yeah. But this, you can't just wind it 3 or 4 times and put it on your wrist and go, I'm good to go. You got to wind the fucker. But ego. I mean, absolutely fucking gorgeous, $2998, but the modern edition, obviously, the flat link, super comfortable. This bracelet is just, this is, you know, in a year or two after I've worn it 1,000 times, it's going to be so buttery.
Yeah.
You know, it's already kind of buttery, but you know, you got a chance when we were in Bologna because I wore it to Bologna.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple of little sharp, yeah, but the watch itself, watch head, is as smooth as silk. But yeah, there you go. This is, in my humble opinion, the most beautiful Speedmaster you can possibly buy right now because it's got alpha hands and it's got that slate blue. It looks black 99.999% of the time. It does. It looks black. So if you're like, oh, I don't want it if it's not black, it is black. It's just when the sunlight hits it in a certain way, you got a step dial. It's porn. So yeah, beautiful.
So let me tell you something. Tomorrow I have to go and see Andrea Bocelli in the Piazza.
I'm sorry.
I wanted to know your opinion
of Andrea Bocelli. I don't hate him like the way you and Emmett hate him, because I think of him like the same way I think about Josh Groban or Michael Bublé.
Right.
I don't think that these guys. He's a pop singer who sings opera classics. You know, he's not an opera singer.
No.
He's a guy that just, you know, goes out there and sings Caruso and, you know, Nessun Dorma light. You know, I mean, that's not the guy you want to do it, but no. I don't hate him. I heard he's a colossal douchebag.
Really?
From a lot of different people.
Oh.
And then apparently he's some kind of crazy womanizer too. These blind guys and the pussy machine is incredible. Sorry, ladies, but like Ray Charles was a badass when it came to the ladies. Stevie Wonder, like these guys,
really?
They've got reputations. You know, I don't know. Wow. Andrea Bocelli. Listen, there'll be a great orchestra. Hopefully, if you're lucky, he'll have like
the orchestra will be the Fenice.
Oh,
I've seen the lighting setup. I was out very late last night, and they were the lighting boys were still working till 5, 6 a.m. And I was like, "Holy shit! Look at them! Like, how much are they getting paid to fucking work all night?"
Not enough. No, you know what they're getting though? Great lunches.
They walk past us on their way out. We're like, Jesus, like it's the end of your shift. Like they're like, yeah, light guys work at night. And then he went, I was like, you going to bed? They're like, no, we're gonna go fucking have a drink. But yeah, so well, listen. So I saw Patricia, and she was like, yeah, it's our biggest night in years. Like this fucking Bocelli guy.
Well, he's massive.
Yeah.
You know?
And I was like, is there any way to get our table? And she goes, for you, always.
Yeah, you always get front row center. You're
so
right.
They give me front row. They give me the front table.
You get the front table every year.
Tomorrow night.
Who's coming with you tomorrow?
2 friends from Scotland who are big fans of the channel. We became friends, and they've been over to Venice a bunch of times.
Did you bring your ma to that one year?
I brought my ma last year, my mammy, aunt, but not like it wasn't Bocelli. She wouldn't sit through Bocelli.
She wouldn't sit through Bocelli.
Fucking mad.
She'd be like, "Why? I'm not sitting through that shite." Where did she get it from?
It was the Fenice Orchestra. They did Cavalleria Rusticana.
Sure, incredible.
And it was a great tenor and soprano and all that. So it lived up to her standards. But and they're the best nights. And the 5th of July, they're going to do another one of those nights, not the same repertoire, but different stuff. That's the night I'm more interested in. But my friends wanted to see Bocelli, and I was like, okay, I'll get the table and you get the booze, you know, or whatever. You're like, you pick up some of the check or most of the check, and I'll get us the exclusive entry because it's fucking packed out. There's a couple more seats left up front, and they're 1,800 euros, you know, in the seats. Seats, that's not with table service where there's waiters waiting for you to snap your fingers or anything. That's shitty seats. So, Anyway, yeah, so Patrizia's like, and you know, she's powerhouse woman. And she's like, yeah, whatever you want. And we'll give you a nice discount and so on. So I'm like, great. So then I go over to Simone and Frollo, and I'm like, you want to come to the thing? And he goes, I can't. We're going up to the mountains. But he was told by her that he will not pay. If he goes to any of the concerts, he won't pay a dime. Why? Because she goes to him for fucking everything, all her jewelry. When I saw her tonight, we bumped into her tonight, and she had the fucking fattest diamond I've ever seen in my life on one of her fingers. She had a solid gold Daytona on. It's just like this broad. It's like
she had a solid gold Daytona on.
Solid gold Daytona.
Oh, you know what I forgot to tell you real quick?
Yeah.
And I'm not, and then go back. The guy the funeral director that I met today, his wife works at Christie's. And I said to him, because I said, what kind of watch is that? I said, it looks like a Breguet. He goes, you won't believe this. He goes, I don't give a shit. He goes, I got to sit in there when they auctioned off the Paul Newman watch.
Oh, wow.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me? He goes, yeah, auctions. He goes, everyone's from Dubai. Everyone's from Abu Dhabi.
Of course they are.
He goes, anyone who wins that shit. Anyway, sorry about that. But
no, it's fine.
Daytona.
But no, anyway,
suck.
But we bumped into, because I was at dinner at Dolforni tonight, and with Simone, and we were walking. We went and had a Montenegro in the piazza watching.
My new favorite.
They did a 3-hour sound check apparently for tomorrow's show, and there was just thousands of people enjoying the sound check. They got to see a concert basically without him.
Without him,
it was almost better. And so
you and Emmett hate him so much.
Just in a country full of incredible tenors. Give me a break. Anyway, so then we're walking, we leave, and then she's there. Patricia's there. Hey, and she's like, she goes, you guys have to come to my new restaurant. Let's make a date of it. So I'm trying to set Simone up with a new girl, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, you should date fucking Patrizia. And I looked at him like a couple of minutes later, we're talking about it and so on. I was like, well, if you don't, I fucking will.
Oh.
Because she's like magnificent. Like, oh, she's 55. But like the most
I don't want to say this live, but I saw you say something on one of your shows the other day about how you're talking about going to Sardinia. Ischia. You're gonna, but you were like, the girl didn't want to go, and I would like some more enthusiasm.
She's 25. She's 25.
Oh, I was like, first of all, just to show you guys that I don't know the inside outside, and I don't ask because people's personal lives. But I was like, is that bitch got a new girlfriend? I don't know about it. And she didn't want to go to Ischia. I'd want to go to Ischia.
Oh, she wanted to go. I turned her down.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, she decided in the end she wanted to go, but I said no because I want some fucking enthusiasm. Thank you very much.
Why? She was originally hesitant about it?
Well, she slept over here and all of that, and that was fun. And then she fucking left, and then the next day she was like, "Oh, let me think about it." I'm like, oh, "Yeah, what? Let me think about it? Like, what the fuck?" She was just being a bit strange. I was like, and then she texted me like an hour later when I was with the boys. She goes, "Okay, I'm coming. I'll see you at the train station." I was like, "Yeah, you know what? On second thoughts, maybe not." I was just like, why do you have to think about this? Fuck off. So that was that. But it's not because of anything. It's just 25-year-old is brain dead.
Yeah. And like, what are you going to talk about, really?
I won't talk to her at all. I'll just bring a collection, an arrangement of different little mini skirts for her to wear. That's all. Sorry, it's eyebrow. I'm talking to her, but no, it's anyway. That's fine. Anyway, Patricia, I was like, she basically asked us out on a date. Simone, come on, let's fucking go. Yeah, baby. And that's a power woman. She's got $1 billion.
That's what you want, a power woman.
That's a fucking power girl. You know?
You want to get dominated by a strong, amazing woman who fights you for the top. Yeah, but you want at least a bit of a fight. That makes it.
She can fight me.
Yeah, right. That makes it exciting. Yeah, I never understood people who are attracted to super subservient people. You have to be some sort of sociopath to just like, because it's no fun if it's easy. That's like hookers. Like you're paying for it, so it's going to happen anyway. Terrible. What do you think about white dial Speedmasters? It looks
hated. Don't like it.
I don't.
And Sean was so upset last week when I did a stream the other day, and I mentioned that, and Sean was wearing one. He was wearing beautiful other watches.
The new one, the 310 30 42 50 04 001. That one.
Oh Jesus, I don't know. I don't know the reference.
Yeah. The 3861 version, the new one.
The new one.
The one that with the red Speedmaster.
Yeah, toothpaste.
Red one. Yeah. That one.
Yeah.
Would I want one? Yeah, I want them all. Do I hate it? No, I like the new one. I like the new zebra one. Or
if I'm going to go for a white one, I would do the Panda dial.
Yeah, the Panda dial. I'd go for that.
Yeah, or the 2020 Tokyo Panda.
Oh, but you had the 2020 Tokyo, didn't you?
I got rid of it. It's brand new, minty.
Brand new in the box.
Had to shift it.
Yeah.
Would have just kept it and worn it, but it's just too valuable the way it was.
Dr. Bob's Nightmare. I haven't seen you on my show in so long. How are you? Are you in Europe? Is Dr. Bob's Nightmare in Europe?
I don't know.
I don't know why I always thought of you as
nasty weather.
American.
We're just getting hot. That's all we're getting right now.
It's sticky like everything
you're not in Venice.
About New York.
You're not in fucking Venice, man. You want sticky?
Yeah, but at least in Venice, you've got water and sea, and you can go have a drink on the lagoon. Here, you're like going into a hole in the ground filled with rats, and it's fucking gross.
Okay. Yeah,
New York in the summer is murder. There's nothing good about it. Oh, you're back. I thought you left in a huff, Ray. Tickle your arse to the feather. Who knows? I might like that. I know you would. I know you'd like that. I could see you arse up, like, tickle me arse with the feather. I love it. I'd have to pull your leather jock strap off first. Wasn't he cross-dressing?
You know where I'm going on Sunday?
Is it somewhere I know?
The richest guy in we were in Dauphiny last week.
The guy stays at the Amman.
We went in, we spotted a guy who I'd already met, but is a friend of James. He's the richest man in Venice. And can't say his name, but he was like, sit down, let's all have dinner. And he was talking about the new Arel hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a Nobu in there and so on. So So he put out the invite. So I'm going on Sunday
to Nobu
for lunch. Yeah,
for lunch
in the Arel. Yeah,
it's gonna be stupid.
You've
always complained about sushi and
we were trying to pick people. Yeah, we were trying to pick people because we have some pluses. We met this Russian model last night at this event.
She wants to make lunch for the sex, of course. She'll accompany you to. I like this sushi.
Well, we were. She was very entitled, I have to say. But we were thinking. Myself and James were thinking she might be right because she's very cultured, extremely knowledgeable about art, and very, very presentable. So maybe we'll drag her along. But then we're trying to think of one more person.
So she could send stuff back. Nobu.
So I'll take some photos. I'll show you.
That was a big event there, right? That whole thing opening, that hotel and all that shit, right? Big event.
There was. I wasn't there for it.
Meanwhile, our beloved Bauer and our beloved Debin
The
still
Bauer,
sit
they're
there.
working on it. They're working. I see the crane working. They're back working on it. I'd like
Thank
to see it.
God for that.
Yeah.
But you know what? I heard all of that great Art Deco shit in the lobby of the not of the Bauer Palazzo, but of the Bauer, you know, proper Bauer, the crazy mid-century modern one. Heard all that shit was auctioned off.
Oh, and the piano and everything.
All of it.
Oh,
There was all.
well, whatever. As long as they make a nice place, because I'm sick of looking at that dying, rotting thing for the past 3 years with the fucking crane over with the light on it.
It's depressing.
It ruins every photo I have of Venice.
Have you been in the Daniele? And is it open yet?
Venice.
When does the Daniele? No, the Daniele is reopening as a.
No, Daniele is fully closed right now because they're super heavy going at it.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
the fourth, but it's supposed to open this year. This year, it's supposed to open this summer. The Daniele is now a Four Seasons.
Good luck with that. This is Italy.
It took
forever.
Those hotel chains, the Ritz-Carlton, the Four Seasons, and the St. Regis had no presence in Venice for decades and decades ever. And then all of a sudden they started to get them. The Europa Regina became the St. Regis. And I mean, technically it's all owned by Marriott, half that shit anyway. So, but the Daniele is a Four Seasons now, which is, what are you going to do?
Finally we have a Four Seasons here.
You do have a Four Seasons. You need one in a big city, and in a proper city like Venice.
So the word on the street about the Arel is that our boy, who I can't say his name, is probably going to end up buying it because they're expecting the hotel to fail. Oh. Because it has 25 rooms and they're all fucking starts at $3,000-4,000. So there's no way it's going to survive, and the chip is just around the corner. So the idea is that they set it up and then they wait for our boy to move in and just purchase it. That's what people are talking about. It was so funny though, where I brought the 25-year-old. She was at the dinner in Dauphiny, and she was working in the Guggenheim. She was she was one of the people walking around showing people art in the Guggenheim. But she quit the job because she didn't like it, and she wants to pursue like representing art collections, right? So she's like, I'm very interested in this art collection, this art collection. We're at the dinner, right? And our friend is sitting there on the other side of the table, and he goes, which art collections? And she goes, well, this one, she said some name, I don't fucking even know. She goes, this one, for example, but I've tried to contact them, but they haven't reached out to me. They won't respond. And he goes, oh, I own that art collection. I own that collection. It was a weird moment of silence.
Wow.
So, that's your collection. He's like, yeah, I own that one.
I own that collection. Imagine owning a collection.
He owns multiple.
Of course. You don't own just one collection.
He's the richest man in Venice. Think about that. The wealth doesn't start with M, it starts with B.
Okay, so don't, without any kind of doxation. Is he in Dorsaduro?
Yeah, he's nearby me. In fact, he wanders down the Zatere, and when I was introduced to him the first time, it was myself and James, because James knows everyone, and we're at the place that I sit at a lot. I won't say that name either. And he goes, oh, this is the watch guy. He goes, so go on, what do you have in the wrist? And luckily that day I had AP on. So, and he's, oh, yeah, I had a couple of those.
I have a couple of those.
So show me. And
I got them in a gumball machine.
Yeah, he had the FP Journ on. I was like, okay, it makes sense. But yeah.
You have to get that, or a fucking Lange or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab ice. I'll be back.
Okay.
Hold it down. Hold it down, bitches.
I'll talk to the crowd with huge pregnant pauses. Because I'm the
They-
king of pauses.
They love it.
Alpine. I'll answer some questions. How about that? You're talking about the short dude owning a bunch of Murano glass shops in Venice. Not him. Now, that guy is probably a millionaire. This is a completely different level. It's not that guy at all. This guy doesn't sell Murano glass. This guy owns fucking legendary, art collections and so on. Different level. Not Italian. Ray. Dirk, can you take that down, please, for fuck's sake? What does he mean? Oh, the comment. Dirk leaves comments up sometimes. He forgets to take them off. Patricia, it's been in the 70s in Wisconsin. Next week, it'll be in the 80s and 90s. Well, that's not so bad. We're dealing with like 1900s here. Enjoy that. Not so bad. Let's see. Oh, sorry, guys. What's up, everyone? It's getting late. I'm fucking exhausted. Tomorrow will be long. Our friends want to have a special bottle of wine over at the apartment they rented, which is the apartment I'm going to rent for my mom next time because it's perfect. Air conditioning, ground floor. Perfect. I got her a place with a garden last time. It was very pretty. It was very nice. But in the end, she couldn't really use. I got the garden so she could have a smoke, but in the end, she couldn't fucking use it because the mosquitoes eat her. She might as well just go out on the Zatare and look at the water where there are no mosquitoes and just fucking smoke at the local cafe there. So that was a fuck up, I suppose. But they want to have a bottle of wine and then I'll bring them over. But they told me at the place, they're like, don't, because it's all locked down tomorrow. Like it's all police everywhere and you can't get into the piazza or anywhere near the piazza. So they told me, they're like, come through the back alley and in through the restaurant, through the kitchen, into the back and through the restaurant, and then out, and we'll bring you out to your table that way. So be like good fellas, So that's what's going to happen.
And you can't wait.
Wow.
When's he gonna sing Conti Partito?
Yes,
I mean,
Christ.
I only want to hear one guy sing that, but that's just
me.
I
know.
That's just me. Because that song's been sung. That's been sung, baby. I mean, what else what is his big hit? That's it, right? That Conti Partito is his big song, right?
Yeah.
Quando sono orizzonte mancano le parole, se non ci sei, right? Come sulle finestre mostra tutti il mio cuore, è acceso, chiude dentro me la luce che hai incontrato per strada. Time to say goodbye with his paese. Oh God.
Yeah, that's it.
What am I?
Yeah,
Il conto for an hour.
Isn't he sick of it? Jesus.
I mean, Jesus. I liked he had a song called Caruso that I liked when a long time ago. I was like, oh, I like that. It was a pretty song. I don't remember how it goes, but I remember liking it back in the day.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be that should be a fun day. I mean, listen, you'll have a good time.
Yeah.
Sarah
And then
Bright.
I'm looking forward to Sunday for this lunch.
You should be. I want to have fucking lunch.
I'm going to take a lot of photos. I want to see photos of that back garden because apparently there's pools everywhere and all sorts of stuff, and it's huge. I want to see the interior. I want to check out that place.
I'm going on the website right now looking for it.
RL? Yeah.
Well, no, the Nobu. See what that's like. Where's friend?
Pull it up for the audience.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Second I get it, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Second. Oh, look, it's not even on their website. Barcelona, Budapest, Ibiza, Istanbul, London, Madrid, Maribella, Milano, Monte Carlo, Roma, San Sebastiano. Why is it not on there? Did it just open?
Yeah, you just went to the wrong place.
You know,
I'll find it.
I'm on the Nobu website. I'm not fucking kidding you. I'm gonna fucking pull this up right now. I'm gonna show you. I'm like on their website. What the fuck? Did I forget how to do this?
Here now, I'll pull it up. It's fine. There it is.
Did you see that video I posted earlier? Oh, good. Not video. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is the place.
RL.
Look at that.
Venezia.
Ray says, I like big butts. But did the fellas like your big butt, Ray? That's what we're trying to get out of here.
Look at the room.
Yeah, looks pretty. Looks rustic and swank at the same time. Oh, look at this new bed thing where the bed goes right to the ground. Oh, well, it's fancy.
Oh, that thing?
Yeah, it's weird.
I get rid of this there. Yeah. Oh, that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
All right. This is nice.
Beautiful.
Let's look at the restaurants.
Yeah.
ABC Kitchen.
Oh, shit.
Matsusha. Palladio Bar. And check it out. I sent this to Frollo to someone.
You should. Look at that.
Villa Frollo.
Frollo.
Villa Frollo.
By the way, that looks really cool.
Yeah. So which one is the Nobu? I don't get it.
Manja Cakes. Love that song. What does that mean, Darren? I don't even know what that means. Oh, look at this. This is like old school. Oh, the Palladio. I see what they're trying to do. That picture looks
you
like
want to be in a white blazer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There are dinner jackets, and then there are dinner jackets. This one is the latter.
You want to be at that and having in the. Yeah.
Okay. All you got to do is watch the movie Sabrina, Humphrey Bogart, Glenn, and my boy Bill Holden, and they show up at their party wearing the most perfect white dinner jackets.
What should I wear for this?
I'd wear a white. Do you have a white? You do have a white dinner jacket, don't you? I'd wear that.
I don't have a white dinner jacket.
That's next in your ensemble.
Well, James bought me a suit the other day. He has a market that he buys suits for really cheap, and he bought a suit that might work. He gave me a Brioni suit, but it was the wrong size.
Can you have it tailored?
No, it's out there.
It's out there. Is it a double-breasted?
It's too far out there. I can't get it tailored. You understand?
Brioni is funny. Listen, it's great quality. Of course, we all know Kiton and all that stuff. It's great stuff. However, you have to have that custom tailored to make it really work for you. You really do.
It has to be the right. We're starting on the wrong size. Spinster's back at all. Look at this. Villa Frollo.
That's crazy. What's the deal with where's the Nobu?
I don't see the Nobu. Oh, there it is. The iconic world of Matsushia by Nobu.
Oh, so it's not labeled as a Nobu.
By Nobu spanning Japan. So this is where we're probably going to have dinner or lunch.
Oh.
So let's look at the menu.
Jocelyn, Vesper sized up on so quickly. Look at her. A round of applause because of Vesper Lind.
I want the Wagyu tacos.
By the way, that was all Brioni. That was before Tom Ford got a hold of Bond. Everything in Casino Royale was Brioni.
Yeah.
It was Brioni. Look at that. Oh, look, he can pick your
These prices aren't as bad as I thought. It was funny because in Dauphiny, he was like, "Would you guys like to sit down?" And we're like, "Sure." So next thing we're at this big round, he gets it and he fucking snaps his fingers and they're fucking flying over. Yes, sir. And they would like a. So we went there all out. We got Fiorentina steak and so on. It was amazing. And then for some wine, and I'm sitting there going, I'd like to look at the French. And he goes like this, "You're not getting French." And in other words, it's a given that he's covering the bill, but he's like, "I don't know you well enough yet to spend $2,500 on a bottle of wine." I was like, "I can get my own fucking wine, thank you very much, sir." And he goes, "You're not gonna give me the menu." And he ordered a beautiful Barola, like a rare thing. I'd never had it before, actually. It was fucking fantastic. He knows his wine.
He'll drink it.
I was like, fine, I'll take it. Just like, but it was kind of the assumption. It was like, I'm the billionaire here, so I'm picking up the check. So don't ask for the French menu at fucking.
I want the Latache.
Yeah, I'd like a bottle of Latache or Richburg, please.
Richburg. I want an Echezot. Can I have the Echezot, please?
Basically, he was trying to say, like, don't fucking push it, prick.
Oh, well.
Which is fun.
Guys, ye do know ye are live. What, did we say something dirty?
No, it's just fucking
Ray. One day, I'm gonna find. What was the guy that got killed for buggery? That discovered the code, right? What's his name? The British guy that saved the British Empire, and then they murdered him for
That was Alan Turing.
Alan Turing. One day, the modern day Alan Turing will come along and he will give me the device that decodes what you're talking about.
He thinks because we're being cavalier and direct and chatting like two good old friends, that we're not aware because
there's people listening.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're all fucking cunts.
Oh, fucking cunt. Gentlemen. That's my favorite line in Sexy Beast.
Oh,
they're all in the bar after they do the heist, and Ian McShane goes, "Gentlemen, gentlemen." They all get quiet. He goes, "You're all cunts." They all laugh. By the way, did you hear my favorite quote of my favorite comment from my video from the other night? My weird video with the Atterback thing.
I haven't gotten a chance to watch the Atterback.
Yeah, that's fine.
I will. I'll watch it.
I'll watch them all. Anyway, it's arty and there's no talk. It's just music and whatever. It's like 2001 Space Odyssey or whatever. And people are like, "Oh, this is great, and it's interesting, and that was very arty, and love the cinematography." And one guy goes, "Gay." That's the best comment.
Gay guy laughing. See, it can happen. Because that's funny.
It was so fucking funny.
It's fucking funny. I say that all the time. Why not?
my RC video, I spent all the hours fucking like filming and getting the color grading and
gay.
Gay.
Oh oh my God, the virtue signalers are so mad. You can't see that. It's a protected class. Oh God. Yeah, the way I look at it is like, well, 100 years ago I'd be executed, so I'm good.
Right.
I'm good. We're good. Thanks. I mean, don't push it. Don't push it, because you know what? If you push too hard, people push back. They
Right.
do. I was just telling everybody, have you seen that? Before you came on, I saw a trailer for Army Hammer got a movie, and he's the star of it. Have you heard about it?
Dude.
Did you watch that?
Just talking about this the other night.
Were you?
We were saying, because they're thinking about making American Psycho again, like a remake or a part 2 or
With him.
whatever. With him. What a fuck you.
The genius.
What a fuck you that would be to everyone, right?
Mm.
Right?
I mean, yeah.
And he's still handsome and fucking gorgeous, and he can wear a suit and all that.
He's a fucking tall motherfucker, that guy.
Yeah, he's beautiful, man.
6'5", he's beautiful.
Right?
He's just a bit kinky, and he got called out for it, and then they lied about it. And they said he was a cannibal. You're a cannibal.
Right. So make American Psycho 2.
That's the greatest thing I ever... First of all, he's a very good actor.
Yes.
He would be very good in that role.
Yes.
Please do it.
Wouldn't that be so cool? Like, I don't care. Now bring it on. Hit me with it, motherfuckers. And first of all, the cinemas would be packed. It would be it would be a bestseller. It would be massive. So. American Psycho 2? It's become a cult classic.
It's a super cult classic. And the remake would blow it would completely do way better business than ever. Nobody really saw it. It's a niche film.
Yeah, nobody saw it when it came out at first, and then it grew it's like Blade Runner 2 or
Rocky Horror Picture Show. Nobody saw that when it came out.
People will fucking come in droves.
That was gay.
And if Armie Hammer was the guy.
I love it. I'm Team Army. Hey, listen, he's a kinky
person. Like, fucking
and yes, he cheated on his wife, and he's just he's a bit of a scoundrel. Sure, but they lied about him. They said he was eating. They didn't find the bones of people that he ate. He was just being dirty. First of all, pillow talk should never be repeated. Ever, ever, ever. No one should ever hear what anybody says in the thick of it, because it's embarrassing for all. Everything you say is horrible. Doesn't matter what is said.
He's a bit of a filthy.
Yeah, he's like, I want to eat you. Literally. No, he didn't mean that. And then, of course, they made up the bike marks and all that stuff. It was all fabricated. It was from Reddit or somewhere else. But
right.
The question is, did you see that trailer for his new film?
For who? What?
Armie Hammer has a movie out.
Oh, sorry. Yes, you're right. That was the original question. I'm sorry. What is it?
It's a little fucked up. It's called Citizen Vigilante. And it is, yes. It shows like an Arabic family having dinner, and they're just passing the bread and blah, blah, blah. And someone rings the bell, and it's Armie Hammer, and he's got a gun. And he comes in, and it's based on an English case where a girl was gang raped by a bunch of fellas that were from some Arabic country, and they got off on the charges. They were given probation, and he decided to seek justice. And there was some very, very serious anti-immigration speeches going on by Armie Hammer. And I was like, is that how you wanted to come back? Or are you milking the right wing, which is dying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which Army
might be doing that. He might be milking the right. He might be doing a Russell Brand.
Yes.
I'm in trouble for raping women. So now I love Jesus.
Sure.
That's Russell Brand. Oh, I love Jesus. What's your favorite passage of the Bible? Okay, give me a minute. And
yeah.
searches for hours. because he's not a fucking Christian. He's just
I could
right.
name all of them
Because
because I'm a metal.
no one is more gullible in the world than the fucking Christians.
No
Like,
one's
oh,
more
you love Jesus too?
Well,
Then
Isaiah 53 said, it says, by his stripes we are healed, meaning the serpent, of course. Hallelujah. That's one of my all-time favorites, too.
Jesus.
Fuck off. Daniel Katz. Look who let the dogs out. Oh,
Thank you. Finally, a fucking smart Jew comes in the room. Thank you. We're just talking about how stupid Christians are.
$2.75 Canadian. Keeping the lights on, not the bashers.
I'll audition as the dead person, Daniel.
Thanks, buddy. Let's give you some smash. Let's smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe. I gave away all these mugs this week. I spent like $160 on shipping. That costs real money. But don't send me any money, Jocelyn Bittenbender, because listen, look, that's why when she was talking, I brought this out and I spritzed myself with it because she's been so incredibly kind and generous to me. Do you have your Quercus handy? I keep mine on my desk.
It's over there, yeah.
Yeah, because I just want about this.
It's been nice to cool down with a little bit. It's a little freshen up.
It's so summery delicious.
Yeah.
It's the most summery delicious thing ever.
Yeah.
Quercus, everybody. This is a public service announcement. I'm not sponsored by anybody, but I should be. But if you like Penhaligons and you like summer and you like fun, then you'll get Quercus. There you go. That's my service. Penhaligons, come talk to me. Will the Christian right want to make a film about perversions of Jeffrey Donaldson?
God.
Oh, God. You know what? They're all dying at that whole breed of cunts. Everybody's going. And it's great because that whole shit's over. It's over, bitches. AIPAC's over. Israel. Nobody's defending them anymore. Oh, can we talk about Gwyneth Paltrow, please, for a minute?
Oh, she
did you see it? Did you see it, though? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I didn't know anything about it till yesterday.
54 Park Avenue. What, New York?
She wakes up. Why does morning have to be so early? My coffee needs coffee. Yeah. And then her fucking doorman in her luxury building and her frette sheets. You entitled cunt, snatch fucker. Fuck you.
You're not on TikTok, so you don't watch any of this stuff or Instagram or whatever. But it's all full of montages of her going, my coffee needs a cup, and then dying children under rubble in Gaza. And then, it's so hard to go for a jog in the morning. And then people are like running away from drone bombs and so on in Gaza.
I send me all of those.
Oh, wow. My God.
I've never liked her anyway because she's always been a smug twat in the Apple and the look, I love that my candle smells like genocide. And now they're calling it Gwenocide.
This
is amazing. She's Gwenocide.
It's great.
Has she no team? Is there no one around her? Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Super tone deaf.
You know, for the first time maybe in my life, it's no longer cool to be a Zio.
It's so not cool.
It's so it's
thanks to people like you.
You're so wrong. Yeah. By the way, Ian Blakely, who was on my channel a few times, remember them?
Yeah, I met her.
You met her. You actually met her. I went
to her gaff and I handed her a box.
Right. So I have to be respectful. Yeah. They went with Mamdani the other day.
To where?
Isn't that crazy? It was something charity thing or whatever, and they had a thing with Mamdani. I was like, you go. Well, I want to say girl, but you go.
You go them.
You go them. I don't know how to navigate that, but whatever. I'll try just out of respect.
I don't know how it works when you want to say you go girl, you go boy.
You go girl.
You go.
Whatever. You go. Actually, they would probably appreciate you go, bro, more, strangely enough. But anyway, look how they're growing. It's astonishing. It's amazing. I'm fucking proud, baby.
Greatest thing that ever happened to the city of New York in the last 25 years? Fucking Zoran Mamdani.
Yeah.
getting the shit done. He didn't march in the Israel parade, and they're like, "What a disgrace!" And everybody's like, "He said he wasn't going to. Why are you expecting him to all of a sudden? I love killing
Meanwhile,
children."
if he showed up, they'd be throwing shit at him.
Somebody would, yeah, exactly, or somebody would shoot him or something.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Wake up and smell the schnitzel, bitches. Come on.
They have to quit that shit, man. If they just quit that shit, everything would be great.
Just quit. It's over. It's over. I was trying to explain, Hitler played the garden and there was a little parade for him. And how long did people say, we didn't know? Oh my God. They're shipping, they're baking the Jews. They're shipping everybody off. They're killing all the mentally challenged people, all the gay
how many people looked away? How many people?
They all did. For how long? And how long did it take for the world? And we didn't
figure out what was actually happening.
That was word of mouth back then. Now we have actual videos, actual footage of children being murdered at the hands of the IDF. And what are you going to look the other way and go, 54 Park? No, Israel in over there. Yeah,
but October 7th.
Yeah, she's like, oh, please. If people don't really listen, of course, that was a very, very stupid move by them. It was the dumbest thing. You really wanted to fuck up the cause. That was it. Going to a concert, kill the people that kill everybody else. Don't kill. That was the. I hated that whole thing. It was bad. It was bad for the movement in the end. But when people get sick and tired of it,
woke a lot of the world up. And
it's a shame though that civilians should never be targeted by anybody, good or wrong. It's just but I understand the point, but it's horrible. But finally, everybody's
I'm not afraid to talk about October 7th. A lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, but that was such a." First of all, Hannibal directive. Most of the people killed were probably killed by friendly fire. Absolutely, 100%. The people were taken hostage in most cases. There were no 40 beheaded babies. There were no fucking babies in ovens. There were no fucking babies cut out of people's wombs.
No, Milakovsky made all that up.
It was all invented by people who think disgusting thoughts. And who are those? We know who they are because they're not fucking the other side.
Projection.
It's projection. You're projecting onto the other side. Oh my God, they have 40 beheaded, not 39, not 41, 40. That's a very specific number. Yeah. What a fucking weirdo you are. And then fucking Biden went out and fucking repeated that. And that's why sometimes I fucking love that Trump won because that cunt Biden repeated that horse shit.
Yeah, he's an APAC cunt bag from.
Yeah, he's a complete APAC.
Yeah, he's a complete. Him and his whole thing. People are like, yeah, but Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe. Like, okay, I get that, but guess what? Now what do we have? Now we have Donald Trump's senility, which is even more fun because
good luck, fellas.
Good luck with that. And then we have Donald Trump talking about they're eating the dogs and cats.
They're eating the dogs.
He said that during a debate. And you know how many people believed it? All of them.
Oh my God, they believe it all.
Ticking time. $9.99. Thank you so much. Just want to show some love to you guys. Thanks for keeping Friday nights. Man, thank you so much. Thank you for keeping us alive because the lights got down at the Bashes, bitches. The crimes of the Bolsheviks was much worse than the not. Listen, there's. I mean, just look at what Serbia did. The SSR. Look what happened over there. I went to that museum in Dubrovnik, and it was. I cried. I cried when I saw how that all unfolded, and then I spoke to the people there, and we talked about all the shit that went on there. It was fucking brutal, man. It's amazing how much evil is left in the world. It's incredible. Yeah. That was 20. We were in Dubrovnik and it felt a little bit like Disneyland. It was very Game of Thrones and blah blah blah. And they're like, oh yeah, none of this, all this shit was destroyed. They took what is it, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and they just blew the shit out of it and they killed everybody. And then there it is, that main street that feels like Main Street USA. It was like pictures of all the dead kids in the middle of the street. Fuck me.
Are they ever gonna do that for Gaza? For Henry Job?
Gaza is gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
They already did it. It's gone.
Great.
The only thing left is, oh my God, 54 Park by Moshe. This is a fabulous new development. Yeah. Oh my God. Nothing better than getting
New
this.
York? No, it isn't.
No, Israel. Doing
How
Richard
can you be
Ashcroft.
so tone deaf?
I
Like,
don't
how
know.
can you be so out
She's
of
the
touch?
dumbest person in the world. She should
Doesn't
be.
she even have lunch with like her fellow stars, like female actors? Like, doesn't she even have like a fucking Caesar salad with these bitches, and who are even going to say like, hey, maybe don't do that? Or did you see what happened on the news? Did you see Ben Gavir said, how is she fucking so disconnected from the planet
She
Earth?
needs a phone call from Mandy Patinkin today.
Yeah. Well, he'll fucking set her straight.
Set her straight in a fucking heartbeat. Because he's fucking sick and tired of it. He
love
said
him.
something about Helen Mirren a couple of weeks ago. And he
She's
said
a
how
vile
anyone could be that fucking tone deaf. He goes, not only that, somebody who has no affiliation with any.
Helen Mirren's getting blasted.
Good.
She's getting blasted recently.
Good.
Yeah, because her old quote of like, I've seen terrible things, people being pushed out of their homes and all of that, but it's great to see a new nation being born. People are like, what the fuck kind of Nazi cult is this? Like, what are you rejoicing in the expulsion of annexing, people? Like, what are you doing?
She's
Sorry,
a psychopath.
I can't talk.
What a shame, because we loved her.
Well, she's a great actor. That's different.
No,
Roman Polanski is a great
dead.
director, but he still raped a 14-year-old.
He did. I still love Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah. I still love Frantic.
I know. We love it. Dede.
Dede Martin.
So good. Thomas Burnett doing Richard Ashcroft tonight. Shalimar in the weekend. Crevwa. Shalimar. Wow. Which will be the best of those gigs, would you say? That's tough. And they're so different. All I can say is about Richard Ashcroft is how proud I am of him fighting as long as he did to get the rights back to his fucking song. That scumbag Alan Klein.
Ashcroft from the band is.
It's a bittersweet
Verve.
So that song has that dun, 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 dun. Yes. So the Rolling Stones
lost all the money,
held the publishing, and that song, the 100% of the publishing went to Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, who oddly enough didn't write that because it's not on that version of the song. Some guy took that song and put that on there, and somehow Alan Klein, the guy who John Lennon wanted to manage the Beatles after Brian Epstein died, the worst manager in the history of the world that Paul McCartney hated, he stole all of Richard Ashcroft's money, but he got the rights back after Alan Klein died. God bless. I'm going to say Richard Ashcroft just for that, because I'm proud of him for fighting against that.
So he got the money from the song?
He got it all. Now it just says
Richard
Ashcroft. And you know who did it? Mick and Keith said, well, we didn't write it. It wasn't us. It was our manager at the time. They realized it. But Keith Richards is like, why, John? That wasn't even on our record.
Yeah, he's sitting on $180 million, and he's like, sorry, what did our fucking stingy ass manager do?
Yeah. And they knew it. They fired him. Yeah. They had fired him decades before, but he had wheeled and dealed that.
Who was managing Van Halen when we were getting ripped off?
I don't know, because after Dave, they had a guy named Noel Monk was their manager. And then when Dave left, he left to manage Dave. So I'm not sure who managed them then. I don't know. I don't know who managed them now. Wait a second. Wasn't it the worst guy in the whole wide world?
Yes. That's why I asked.
Oh, it's he's 3 feet tall.
He took over their management just before we went on tour with them, and that's why they were fucking taking
Irving Azoff. Yeah, Irving.
A fine Irish name, if I ever heard one.
One day I'm on the subway. This is long ago, and I run into Colin, your cousin, And he's like, "Oh, I'm with Christina Aguilera now." This is how long ago that was. I was like, "Oh wow, really? How cool?" He goes, "Yeah," and I met her manager. I said, "Irving Azoff," and he's like, "Yeah," and I said, "Did he have to get on a step ladder to talk to you? Because he's like fucking a dwarf."
Did you
And
remind him that Irving was taking 35%?
I don't think I knew that. I don't think I knew that. And then he said to me, he goes, "No, he's not short." And I was like, "Then you didn't meet Irving Azoff. Like you met somebody who worked for him, because Irving Azoff is literally like 4'11". He's
So
like,
let me tell you,
smart.
we can get rid of that comment now.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let me tell you, they wouldn't allow us sell all our t-shirts,
Of course,
only
not.
2, and 2 CDs. That's all we were allowed. We couldn't sell. This is our way of fucking trying to feed ourselves on tour. We
She
weren't
doesn't care
earning
about
the
that.
money that those. And then they were taking 35% of our sales. So after a while, the crew, Van Halen's crew, were being very cool with us, and they would take our gear because they realized our drives between gigs were huge. So they're like, "Get back on the road because we'll see you in 2 days in Vegas or whatever," and we just have to fucking go. So our tour manager, who was the friendliest guy on earth, and he could just get along with everyone, and he got along with them, and they were like, "Listen, we'll do it. We'll take care of the sales and so on. And don't worry about it. We'll see you there." And we get to the next place, and the famous thing was they said, "Hey, you did pretty well on the last show. The crowd really liked you. You sold like 700-800 books of stuff. So there's your $500 because the 30% or 35% is going to Van Halen of our 800 bucks." And Noel, our tour manager, great guy, he goes, "Oh, thanks." He goes, "How did you do?" Just to be nice, like, not to be. It wasn't a quip. It was just, "Oh, you did well. Good job. Okay, how did you do?" And they were like, 210,000 dollars of merchandise.
So they need your fucking couple of hundred.
So they
bucks.
need our 250 bucks or 300 bucks.
That is meals for you and your guys.
And then when Eddie Van Halen backstage during one of the fucking the bass solo or something, Michael's out there doing his Jack Daniels
bass solo.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. And myself and Colin are standing there, and Eddie comes over and he goes, "You guys are fucking great. You guys have to finish the tour with us." And we're like, "We'll do it, but you got to pay us something because we're freaking suffocating here. We need gas in our tank and sandwiches. Well, we don't need much, but we're suffering following you guys around the fucking country." And Eddie Van Halen, he goes, you guys ain't getting paid?" We're like, "No. It's like the privilege of supporting." And he goes, and Alex comes over and he goes, "They're not getting paid." And Alex goes, "You're not getting paid for the shows?" And we're like, "No, nothing. Like, we don't want much. Just give us a few $100. We'll keep going." And they're like, "We'll take care of it. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll take care of it. You guys are finishing the tour with us." That's what they said. So we speed dial Matt back in New York, our manager, and we're like, "They want to finish the tour with us. Like, we're gonna." And Matt, in his wisdom, goes, "Yeah, we'll see if management agrees to that. But okay, you guys be excited all you want, but I'll let you know tomorrow." Did it happen? No.
You got fired from the tour, right?
Who was? No, we didn't get fired. We just finished our thing, and
Your leg, yeah.
And our leg, and the thing that the band wanted didn't happen. Why? Because of that fine Irish name, Irving. What's his fucking name?
Irving Azoff.
Azoff.
Yeah, he may be Satan, but he's our Satan, in the inimitable words of Satan himself, Don Henley.
Really?
So so the Eagles are managed by Irving Azoff. That's how Irving Azoff got famous, because he worked for David Geffen. So when David Geffen started Asylum Records way back when he left Warner Brothers, he had Irving Azoff manage the guys from Linda Ronstadt's band. And he said, I'm going to make you guys so rich. And he managed them so well that everybody started going to Irving Azoff. So when they got in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, they go up on stage and Don Henley goes, and I'd like to thank our manager. He may be Satan, but at least he's our Satan, Irving Azoff.
Fucking motherfucker.
Yep. He's the worst. He's got the worst. Here's a guy that probably has a micro penis and no girl has ever looked at him with lust in her eyes. And he's just whatever relationships or people around him that care about him, that he thinks care about him, it's all about the money that he's made because he's a miserable, horrible human being with no prospects. He's just a rich guy. You know, he's like all those guys that are gelatinous, like Clive Davis dies, right? When I first saw it, my Steve goes, "Oh my God, Clive Davis."
I was delighted.
Of course, you were delighted. Yeah. Mimi worked for him, and she had a little bit of respect. She doesn't realize that he dropped he got you guys dropped because he came over, took over RCA. They cleaned house. Everybody that was involved in your band got. So I just said, "Oh my God!" The first time I ever heard Whitney Houston, I saw her in a club in Newark, New Jersey. I was in the back room sucking off a couple of black guys, and I was like, "Who is this voice from heaven?" Thank God I came out when I was 85. This is a guy had his head up his own fucking hole. He was in the right place, right time. Discovered fucking Janis Joplin and Bob Dylan and Bruce Springsteen. Yes, he did, but he was a fucking miserable person. And everybody I know who's ever met him, except for me, she worked for him and it wasn't a bad experience as far as I know. But he's always talking about, I tried to, when I brought Barbra Streisand into Columbia Records in 1964, you know, it's all just self-promoting stuff. And I proudly came out as a gay man, and when I was 87 years old, and I'm so grateful that finally I'm speaking my truth. Oh, Jesus Christ, Clive! I'll never forget the story that Colin told me about. That, you know, I guess now I know that Colin was kind of trying to go solo or whatever. That he went up and he had a conversation with Clive Davis, and Clive Davis said something like, "It's all about Kelly Clarkson now. It's not like it's like that kind of rock is not cool."
I don't know if Colin met it, but I know that Emmett went up to him because we were at the BMG party when we were signed, and they were taking over.
Yeah, they're taking over RCA.
Yeah, RCA. And Emmett went over and shook his hand and said, "I'm looking forward to working with you." And I know that Jerry Harrison wrote him a letter saying, "Don't drop this band. It's the best band in the world." I know that Barbara Skydell, the woman who's behind everyone,
Led Zeppelin,
Zeppelin, U2, everyone said, "Don't fucking drop these guys. These are my boys." And Clive ignored it. And a friend of mine who worked under him recently on Facebook was like, "Well, he'll be sorely missed." And I made a comment on Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook in ages. I was like, "May he rot in fucking hell, old prick."
He'll be sorely missed by all the male prostitutes that he kept on a payroll. That's about it. Yeah. All those closet queens drive me bananas.
He didn't even listen to Barbara. I mean,
how do you not listen to Barbara Skydell?
Your old Jewish friend, like you're all fucking part of your tribe. Listen to one of your tribe, you fucking shitwit.
Who's Panel Power wants to know if you ever met Mick Christopher. I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
Who's Mick Christopher?
I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know anything about it. Ray's thinking about touching himself. You should go to. Well, Dana was on the show the other night, and she said that her vibrator went on fire. I was like, "Oh, that's a good thing to share."
Did you do a show with Dana?
We did a late night show. It's members only. It's watchable if you remember. So we went out to dinner, and we went to Turnasol, and a couple of fires were lit. And she goes, "I want to do a show," and I was like, "No, I don't think we should." She's like, "I want to do a show." I was like,
"Did she do a fuck your face?"
No, she didn't. But it was all about, "I want to sing." I was like, "I don't really want to sing." She's like, "Let's sing Whitney." I was like, "Let's definitely not do that." But anyway, it was funny. But she says, "All right, you missed the Dana one." Dana goes, "How about if I tell everybody about the time my vibrator went on fire?"
Oh, gosh. God.
And I said, how did that happen? The battery? She goes,
She's more eye bashers than the actual eye bashers.
Oh, she's worse.
She's
Oh
worse.
my God. It's like, last time I put batteries in my dildo.
Where's the dirty laundry so
and,
we
and,
can
and we had
air
all
it
the
out?
fucking trolls because the flamethrower was on, right? So everybody was like you can guess who was in the audience for that, right? And they're all waiting for good shit, right? And then I was like, looked shocked by what she had to say, and she's like, and then people are like, but you're gay, Dirk, and I'm like, I've never done poppers. I've never done any of that shit I've never done Tina. I've never done any of that shit that like all the stereotypical shit is. It was like it was hilarious. And she she gives all of the no fucks at all. She doesn't care.
Until the next day when she wakes up and going, oh,
I told her, I said, I'm gonna make it
members.
make it members only,
Well, there you go, guys. Anybody watching, if you want to see Dana, go full on Dana. Become a member.
Yeah, because the biggest mistake I ever made was deleting that one thing. I was like, she wants to represent it. It's fine. Make it members only. Make people pay for it if they want to watch it.
By the way,
she
was right. She was right.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry.
Dublin musician Skylarking. Skylarking is XTC, isn't it? That's a great album by XTC, which is used in the Guinness ad where the brothers swims. Oh, I remember that one.
Was used in Guinness ad with the brother. Oh, well, that ad had Michael Fassbender. No, I don't know that band.
You don't know every band who plays at Wayland's?
I never met. It's funny. I was over with some people, like writer, director people in Judecca a couple of weeks ago, and they were like, you're Irish. And this old lady there, she's like an old, whatever, part of this. It's like meeting old people in CBGBs in New York or something. It's like classic shit like that.
It's worse.
And she goes, oh, you're Irish. Do you know? And I immediately interrupted her. I was like, Paddy? Yeah, I know Paddy. And there was an editor of the Daily News was there, and he was like, he fucking burst out laughing.
All right, Paddy. Of course, I love him, Paddy.
You're Irish. You're from. Do you know? I'm like, yeah. Paddy,
do you know Paddy Riley? Do you know Paddy Riley? Who doesn't know Paddy Riley?
Everybody knows
Paddy Riley. We all know a Paddy Riley. That's good shit, though. That's so common, though. Of course it is. You know Paddy.
She didn't say it. I said it.
My brain. Oh, God. Terrifyingly bad. Anyway, we're down to 60 people. I think we should call it a night.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Help keep the lights on at the Eye Bashers. There's the professor recovering from surgery, feeling rough, but it all should be okay. Good night to all. Thank you, the professor. We love you. Get well soon.
Wish you the best.
Vambo Dundee, great to see you. GU Surgeon, the beautiful Sharon Alexa. We love you, Sharon Alexa. Great to have you. Carolyn Martin with $20. Daniel Katz, where you been all my life, Daniel Katz?
He's one of the good ones.
Yeah, sure he is. Taking time. Great to have you. Thank you for that kind comment. And Thomas Burnett, have a great time at all 3 shows. I'm going to see nobody, but I am going to see Rush when they play in August. Madison Square Garden.
Oh, fuck. MSG. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You have a ticket?
No, but Jay's taking me.
Oh, Jay has the tickets.
Yeah. I don't have the money to go see see Rush. They're fucking $1,000 a pop.
Yeah.
He's like, fucking, I got money. I'm going. Let's go. You go find tickets. I'm like, all right, I'll go. I want to see it because I'm obsessed with her. I'm obsessed. I watch every fucking minute of every show. I've watched them all. I watched both of the Mexico shows, all of the LA shit. And they canceled their show the other night.
Yeah, because of an immigration issue.
Yeah, well, because she's German? Is that what happened?
I don't know if it might be crew or gear. It could be many things. It might not be anybody in the band or anything. I
Have you
just had
ever
a
heard
fear
of that
when I
before?
heard they canceled the show. I was like, "Oh, Alex, are you okay?" Because that's my big fear is Alex.
Why? What do you think? He's sick?
He's getting old. He's getting old.
Mm,
I'm just terrified for Alex. Getty's on fucking top.
He's on fire.
He can't fucking sing anymore, but that's been
No, it's the best singing he's done in 20 years.
In 20 years, which is all shite.
Did you hear him sing Free Will?
Fuck off. He can't do any of that.
He did it.
Ugh,
It's not that bad.
it's
He's
not that
opening
bad.
his larynx.
It's not that bad. Thank you. So that's it. His fucking bass playing is on top, man.
Listen.
It's like he's super awake.
He's
Alex,
loving it.
Alex has a lot
making
to do, and he's got a lot to do. She's fucking murdering this stuff. Like it's incredible. Like Bythor and the Snow Dog. I was like, I've never heard anyone play those fills exactly like Neil.
No,
ever. I was like, Jesus. Like, ugh.
Do you know what she has? I don't want to sound like a dick. She's got groove. Neil really didn't have much of a groove. He was kind of. I find her robotic in a lot of ways too.
Say the opposite.
I think she's got groove, man. The first two shows, I thought she was very safe, perfect, but very safe.
Think of the pressure.
The Mexico shows, I was like, listen to her locking into her and Getty. You can see Getty's like, fuck.
I need to watch the Mexico shows then because
it's juicy.
Oh, okay. So she's settling in as one does. Think of the pressure on those. Emmett saw the second show, right?
Yeah, he saw the second.
Or the third show, second show, third show at the Forum.
Jimmy went to 1 and 4 at the Forum. He went to.
But think of it like those first few shows, the pressure after learning the songs for a year.
No musician in the history of rock and roll music has ever been under more pressure than Annika Niles than replacing Neil Peart. I don't care who you are, who you replaced in whatever respective band you're in. That was the biggest microscope in the history of replacements. Undoubtedly.
100%.
Undoubtedly. There's no other who. Who? The Arnell
held it down.
Who?
She fucking held it down, and now she can settle in, so maybe it's getting better. Maybe it's getting better. I hope I hope she never fucking pays for a meal again. She's like an overnight superstar in the music world. All the geeks and YouTube.
She's putting minor symbols on the map. After 100 years, they've been making.
Let me ask you a question, because I don't know. How much are they paying her?
Oh, I don't know.
I know it's an ugly question.
I think that those two guys are probably splitting it with her. I don't think they're paying her a hired gun salary.
Splitting the three.
It's a three-way split, I think. Even though it says Rush and there's the two of them, I can't imagine. First of all, how does that conversation even start? You got to get Irving Azoff come in and just super fucking. You know what I want to say, but I'm not going to say it. You can't. I don't even know how you do that to a person for their art. I don't know how you do that, but I'm sure they're compensating her very well.
Remember the guy who signed up with Metallica to replace the bass?
Jason Newsted.
Jason?
The original guy that replaced Cliff Burton? Or the new guy, the guy from Suicidal Tendencies? Yeah.
The guy with
they gave him $1 million check to make him a millionaire, and then they said, you are a fourth.
The handshake was $1 million.
Yeah.
And then the rest.
Yeah.
But it was a handshake of $1 million.
Yeah.
To join Metallica.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
I'm just like the pressure on that woman must. I don't know if she even understands, but I'm sure
she understands.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, Metallica's got sadly, has way more money than Rush will.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, because they're so big. Sure. So undeservedly, considering they got the worst drummer and the worst lead guitar player in the history of the world.
Yeah.
And a bass player that's great, but he's not a member that, he's a hired gun. And then you got one guy who's as cool as fuck, and that's James Hetfield. And is true and real, and he deserves all the money. Rush deserve all the money, but like people, they didn't have an interest in, man.
They're still fucking.
They're rich, but they're not like, I think Getty and Alex are probably worth about 50 mil a pop, which is a lot of money.
Sure.
You think so? Paddle Power says, would they not be paid as a sideman? I don't think so, because I mean, I can't imagine Alex Lifeson and Geddy Lee, two of the most righteous people in the world. And if she's being paid as a sideman now, she will not be paid as a sideman in the future.
She's not being paid as a session musician. She can be. There's too much eyes on her, and they know that
is the fucking show now. Everybody's waiting for the Tom Sawyer film.
It is the show.
She's the show.
Even Emmett said at the forum, the fucking drums are louder than anything else.
Yeah. Jimmy said both nights Alex was wet like a black. He said the guitars were so wet. It's like, fucking Alex, lay off the fucking effects and let us hear guitar for fucking change. Because all he heard was drums, which was great. But listen, if they're paying her, that's shit. Is there a Chat GPT? We can find out about that. Let me see. Chat GPT. Let's see what Chat GPT says.
How would we know, though? How would Chat GPT know? This is private. This is private business. I don't know. It's just, I think it's a feat of human resilience, what she did, what she's doing. Now that she's settled in, she can relax and play the show. I feel like those first 5 or 6 shows must have been, especially the first 2, must have been fucking.
I mean, I watched every millisecond of all of it. Based on everything that I can compile from the public domain, Annika Niles appears to be working as a sideman or touring musician and not as an equal member of Rush. Here's the reasons why. Geddy and Alex have constantly referred to as their touring drummer, not as the new member of their band. She is in the publicity photos as being presented as a part of Rush.
Right.
Rush's catalog royalties belong to the songwriters and the right holders. Okay. Given the enormous technical demands of the gig, the months of rehearsal, her reputation as one of the world's premier drummers.
Oh, ChatGPT is fucking smart. I like Chat. I want to hang out with ChatGPT.
Yeah, me too. It is very likely that that she negotiated a compensation package well above the standard for union scale. That could include a substantial salary, rehearsal pay, bonuses, per diem, travel, and possibility of percentage tied to the tour's success based on the following criteria: her performance and popularity. None of these details will ever be publicly disclosed. So there you go. I mean, now they know.
Forever touch anything.
They are well aware right now at this very moment that everybody loves Rush and everybody's super psyched, and Geddy's great and Alex is Alex, but everybody's there for Annika right now. They're all there for her. Everybody's there for her. We're so blown away.
They kind of are. It's true. And man, in the music world, the geeky music world, she went to the top most talked about drummer in the history of the world, or at least in the past 10 or 20 years, over fucking night. It's been astonishing to watch.
Nobody's watching right now, so who cares? But when you saw those different set lists, what was the one song that they played that you went, oh my God?
Well,
A Farewell to Kings. I almost died.
Oh, farewell.
What? Oh my God. I was like, I'm 12.
I'm 12 again.
They haven't played that since 1979. Unbelievable. Incredible. Yeah. Well, we're a bunch of Rush nerds. I know it's not popular on the show.
Sorry, fellas. We're
sorry, gang, but like we eat, sleep, and breathe that band. So this
fucking changed my life, that's for sure.
Bonus round. No one thought it would ever happen. He was dead. End of story. But what they're doing is paying tribute to him as their fallen brother, and they're doing it in such a respectful way. And she's not aping every single thing he does. She is throwing her own shit in there. But I'm
Oh,
glad
yeah.
she tuned her
Mick
toms back
Rock
up.
was always a sideman. Mick Rock's the photographer.
Mick
We
Rock's
worked
a
with him.
photographer, yeah.
We worked with him, or at
Yeah,
least
so did I.
we. What did we do with Mick? Did we do
You
anything
were
with
photographed
Mick?
by Mick Rock. You were photographed by Mick Rock in the toilets with the toilet paper. That session.
Mick was a character, man. He'd
Yeah,
meet us for lunches and brunches and so on around New York. He had 1,000 stories to tell.
Mm. Do you
That
want
was
to
a
know who a
proper
sideman is? That will shock the world.
East Village, not West Village. East Village.
East Village, yeah.
Super East Village.
He opened up a bar though on 6th and like right off of 6th Avenue.
He opened
Called
a
the
bar?
9th. He had a 9th Street in the 9th Circle. He had
Ah.
a bar called the 9th Circle, and all his photographs were displayed in there. And
Right.
that's where like Michael Alago and all those like rock
Mm.
queers used to go hang out. But so most people don't realize that. You know who was a sideman his entire life? And probably the reason why he just said, fuck it, I'm done here. Richie Sambora. He was never a member of Bon Jovi. There's only one member of Bon Jovi, and that's John Bon Jovi. It's his record deal. It's his publishing.
Fucking kidding me?
Every single guy in that band is a salaried sideman.
So, you know?
Well, John gets his Richie gets his publishing for
Yeah.
those songs, but he was paid a salary on the road. He never got a percentage of the tour.
It was all John Bon Jovi?
All John.
I don't like that.
That's terrible. But so many bands are like that. There's a bunch of them.
I don't like any of that shit.
It's terrible.
Pisses
That's
me
why everybody's your favorite band in the whole wide world. When Kiss got back together with Ace Frehley and Peter Criss, they were fucking salaried. And then they got so pissed they quit again because they're like, but you know what? In a way, they fucking snorted all the coke and they drank all the Dom Perignon for 20 years, and then they fucked off for 25 years. And then the two Jewish businessmen said, hey, you want to be millionaires again? Come on tour with us. And they did. And then they got mad because they weren't enough of a million. They weren't as rich as Gene and Paul, but they had been doing the business of Kiss for 25 years without them successfully. Right. So, I mean, that's when it gets a little like.
That's what broke up Smashing Pumpkins.
I'm sure he did.
Because he wrote all the songs and the lyrics. Yeah. And everyone worked just as hard. But he was earning, 60 times what they were earning. Sure. And it created animosity. That's what fucked Smashing Pumpkins.
Who was making all the money in Nirvana? He was making all the money in Nirvana.
Yeah.
They weren't hired guns per se. Well, Dave was, but Chris Novoselic wasn't. I mean, it's tough, it's tough. It's, it's like, imagine if you guys got back together again and you just said, Colin, we're going to pay you a salary. Ado, you're getting a salary because I put this all together and you're all my employees now. Imagine you would never even contemplate that, but money does, when there's big money involved in a lot of stuff. Joe Perry left Aerosmith. When he came back, he was on a temporary basis as a salaried player until he said, fuck you. You want me to quit again?
I just hate all this shit. I hate it. Once money gets in the room.
Yeah, money wrecks everything. Ray, can you ask a question? What do you want to ask me?
Like a young band get together and they jam and they write songs, and they have no idea that maybe they're going to become huge, and then fucking they do, and then money just kills them,
Well,
which is why U2 was a great thing, because Paul McGuinness was like,
the greatest.
Everyone's getting paid the same
thing. Yeah.
And even Paul McGuinness, he was like, I'm just like a fifth member.
Yeah, he got exactly.
I'm not taking a management fee before anything. Everyone's staying. Bono is getting the same money as Adam.
Right.
And that's it. And they fucking survive.
All songs by U2.
That's it.
That's what saved Queen. Because when they, after Live Aid and after all the, they certainly were dead in the US. They had a business meeting with their manager, Jim Beach, and he said, it's time for everyone to share equally. So if Freddie writes a song, Brian gets a quarter of it, and so does John, and so does Roger. If Roger writes a song, and you know what? From the miracle on, they just split everything all the way up, and he said it saved the band. Of course, Freddie didn't have much long to live, but Brian always said, why didn't we do that in the 70s? It would have solved everything. Because not only that, if you bring in a song and go, here's my song, and then somebody might go, oh, if it's good, you might resent that song because the one you liked, nobody wants to work on it. So you might not give your all to his song because you're pissed off about it. Because that's what egomaniacal fucking artists do. You might not give him your fucking best because you're like, fuck, they didn't like my song. Fuck it. I'm just going to sleep through this track. Yeah. But if you all have a piece of everything, you're going to give your all. Smart business move.
Yeah.
It's really fucking smart. Mr. South. I used to call that band Ours Mr. South because they were like Mr. North, but evil. Ray, are you drinking?
Of course.
John Deacon lives. Do you want to know what John Deacon does, though?
Yeah, he walked away.
Walked away. He goes to his local pub. You see pictures of him having a fag outside his local pub, like the Goat's Head and fucking Sorry. You see him there having his thing. But do you know what he still does with the band? He's their bookkeeper, and he always was. So they still deal with him on a business level because he balances Queen's books.
Way.
Yeah. And he still gets 25%.
Queen are such a, fucking astrophysicist in the band.
Yeah, he's an astrophysicist. Roger was a dentist, passed his dental exam. He's going to be a dentist. John Deacon was in electronics, has a degree in electronics, and Freddie was for art and fashion. They were highly educated fuckers, those guys.
It's an astonishing band.
They're crazy, yeah. It's crazy where they came from. How many people are in a band? How many bands have each member of the band wrote a number one song? Queen, I think, is the only one.
What about Fleetwood?
I don't think so. Like every member of the band?
Not Mick Fleetwood. He didn't write number one.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Beatles, Ringo did not while he was in the band. He did write Photograph, and he did write number one singles after he left the Beatles.
Oh.
But while he was in the Beatles, he didn't write any number one singles.
Yellow Submarine wasn't written by him.
He didn't write that.
Right, yeah, he didn't write it.
He didn't write any of that.
That's a great question. Like, how many bands? Jesus.
Queen is the only band each member wrote a number one song by themselves.
So
multiple times.
Yeah, John Deacon, Another One Bites the Dust, right? And what else?
He wrote Another One Bites the Dust. He wrote Dragon Attack. He wrote I Want to Break Free. He wrote You're My Best Friend.
He wrote that?
Yeah, he wrote I Want to Break Free.
He wrote You're My Best Friend?
John Deacon wrote You're My Best Friend.
That's John Deacon?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He wrote amazing.
That band, they're superhuman.
He's the bass player, and he wrote like some of their biggest songs ever. You know? Freddie, we all know, Bohemian Rhapsody and all that shit. Brian, you said earlier about you love, there's no time for us. Yeah. With Brian's little, there's no place for us.
At least you can sing it.
He's so quiet, and then Freddie comes in. There's no chance for us. Like it just comes like you get the goosebumps when Freddie shows up. Because there's no time for us. What is this thing? Brian's he's a good singer, but he doesn't have anything. And then he goes, there's no time. It's fucking electric. Because then the God comes in. And Brian wrote that by himself. Brian wrote We Will Rock You. Freddie wrote We Are the Champions.
A and B sides, right? We Are the Champions and We Will Rock You were A and B sides.
Well, they were always played together on American radio.
Weren't they A and B sides?
They were A and B sides, but like it was We Will Rock You. I've paid my.
Wasn't it? I just want to confirm this with you. Wasn't it a thing back then when you release a single, A and B were the
Mhm.
same royalties,
Correct.
right? So sometimes you have like side A was a big hit, but
Yeah.
B wasn't.
And you
But
hope he
B
wrote the
earned the
B-side.
same fucking money as.
Same money because it's the same sales. Yeah, that's very true.
But if I'm not mistaken, that might be. We Will Rock You and We Are the Champions. Were they A and B? Or were
I
they
believe
different?
that they were, because they didn't think, even though on the record they're together, there's some
Think of that.
space
Think of
in
that.
between
Think
them.
of that. Think of that. You know, Italian soccer people sing "We Are the Champ." They can't even sing it right. They don't even know how to sing it right.
No,
We
well,
are the
it's
champions.
every stadium. in
We
the
will
world.
rock you. Little children can go doon doon tsh, doon doon tsh. Like think of that.
Nothing made me more angry than watching that Bohemian Rhapsody movie and seeing like Freddie showing up late and they're all mad at him. And Brian's like, I have this idea where the crowd sings. Like, it was the most inane, made up, fictional shit ever in the history of the world. And he was like already HIV positive and fuck off. It's all fake. I hate you, Queen. I hate them now because they're just such sellouts with that big drag queen as their singer. Fuck off. Great singer, amazing singer. I said I started about the top of the show. Anyway, so Roger Taylor wrote "It's a Kind of Magic."
He
It's a
wrote
kind of
that.
magic. Yeah, Roger Taylor. He wrote "I'm in Love with My Car." He wrote what the fuck? Am I not coming up with the great? Well, they all wrote "Under Pressure" together. That was them and Bowie in the room. Roger Taylor.
Jesus Christ.
Songs. I'm missing a bunch of big ones. Oh, Radio Gaga. He wrote fucking Radio Gaga.
Oh no.
Roger Taylor wrote Radio Gaga.
Oh God.
I mean, you know, Brian May wrote Fat Bottom Girls. I Want It All. He wrote, We Will Rock You.
Sam.
He wrote, Freddie wrote Crazy Little Thing Called Love.
Yes.
In the bath.
I can take that or leave that.
Yeah. He's sitting in the bathtub going, darlings, he was in a bubble bath. He's like,
we can't hear that because of your noise cancellation.
Good, because it's out of tune.
Ding a ding a ding a ding a ding.
So I mean, those guys equally wrote so many hit songs. Why not fucking split it? Because
in their
your bass player wrote "You're My Best Friend."
You're my best friend. That's such a great song.
Ooh, you're making me live. I mean, what the fuck?
Jesus.
Whatever this world is cruel to me. It's just fucking magical. How did he write that? How did he come up with that vocal melody that Freddie sang so beautifully? Wow.
Well, you have the help of your band to record it and make it great. But
sure,
song in the first place.
He wrote that.
You're my best friend.
The greatest songs ever.
Oh gosh, it's depressing.
Ray, you're so gay. Stop being. When are you going to come out?
You're going to ban Ray for 24 hours or something because he's just shit faced. He's arguing with.
I thought you were with herself tonight. What's happening? She wasn't into your gay arse play. Is that what happened? She's like, I don't like it. No, keep that away from me. That's not what I signed up for, Raphael. Hey, Paul, shut the fuck up. It's the greatest line ever in the history of the world. He says, screamed that at me on the phone one night. He goes, Paul says, oh, is that Ray? Shut the fuck up, Paul. It was so, and Paul was like, oh, so rude. I said, no,
straight from the island.
Right, he's on the rock. Love on the rocks.
It's such a rich, the accent is creamy, straight from the island. It's full of that. It's great. Love it.
Anyway, guys, everybody go to sleep.
Yeah.
It's 800 o'clock in the morning in Venice. And
this is another 800 o'clock I'm doing. Been a series of them for 2 weeks, man.
I was like, I haven't talked to the guy in ages. I was like, occasionally he pops up on the fucking my.
I'm dragging fucking 25-year-old blondes home.
Well, that's what it is. I was like, oh, he's getting some. I'm gonna just butt out. You go.
There's more to the story, but
I want all of it.
I'm not gonna talk about it.
Ready, late guys, for $100 each. iBash is after hours. Sign up now. iBash is after hours. €100, and right after the show ends, we'll do iBash is after hours. But it has to be members only for $100.
And then shitloads of late nights, man. Fucking
she's young.
Possible late nights.
You know what? Sometimes after I put Rose to sleep, I like I was telling you, I spent the whole day arranging somebody's pre-funeral. That's my life now. Because
I'm rewinding. I'm like hooking up with chicks and
good for you.
And just everything's getting. It's like I'm back in the rock and roll days again.
Wow.
And it doesn't look like that ended because I just got a text from a broad from Georgia.
Soviet Georgia or like American Georgia?
American Georgia.
That's better.
Yeah, it's better than Soviet Georgia.
Better than one eyebrow for you.
God, it's wild.
And she's in town?
I can't speak publicly.
Oh, no. $1,000. Just hit the $100 membership. I bet. Guys, have a great night. This was really fun. It was a fun night. The spiel, hold the door open. Don't be a dick. Just don't be a dick. Better yet, more than anything, just don't be a cunt.